The payouts are growing at the PointsBet Invitational. Now only 4 teams remain standing as the prize money continues to grow in Oakville.
Shot around, come on, round.
Boy, indeed. Last year on his way to a $50,000 payday, Reed Carruthers got the better of Brad Gushue. Now the 5-time Brier champion looks for revenge. It's a rematch of their final from Fredericton. It's Carruthers, it's Gushue. It is the PointsBet Invitational. Boy, somebody check the calendar. It feels more like summer here in Oakville, 16-mile sports complex, not far from the Lake Ontario shoreline. We're inside on the Olympic ice surface here for this Final Four. Last night, number 10 MacEwan against number 2 Botcher. Now remember, MacEwan, all those years in Manitoba. Then last year, he wins in Ontario. They blow that team up, looking for a place, a new home. He finds it in Saskatchewan now. And boy, it's welcome home for him. Look at how well he's playing already in the Wheat Province as he picks up the win and knocks off the number 2 seed in Botcher. So your other scores, Dunstone's a winner over Sturmey. Gushue takes out Weeb of Winnipeg, and Carruthers wins over Clyder. And earlier in competition, Clyder had beat the number 4, Kevin Cooey. So now here we are, we're down to the Final Four. MacEwan has been the giant killer, and he'll play Dunstone while our feature is Gushue against Carruthers. On this day of truth and reconciliation, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Oakville. Kathy is here. Russ is here. We said this before about the really good teams. What else do they have to do to improve? Yet, even Brad Gushue says it's been a little bit like smoke and mirrors for him. He's still looking for consistency.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I know Brad quite well, and case in point, they played the shorties to get warmed up for this event. They went 3-1, qualified, sudden death quarterfinal game against Ross White from Scotland, score 5 in the first end, lose the game. An 8-end game, they lose the game. So the consistency is not quite there.
All right, it's time to meet this defending Canadian championship team. They hail from the Remax Center, the St. John's Curling Club, skipped by Brad Gushue with Jeff Walker, E.J. Harnden, and Mark Nichols. It was one of the bigger off-season moves with Brad Jacobs from Northern Ontario. He had taken some time off. Hey, Brier champion, gold medal winner from Sochi. And where does he land after a little bit of a trial period? With Carruthers.
Well, and what a great pickup for Reed Carruthers. Brad Jacobs says he is still working at being a third and dialing it back, but he loves every part of it. It is his breathing when he sits in the hack after a big sweep that's the challenge right now.
Let's meet the teams and Reed Carruthers win his brand new third. They hail from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. Carruthers with Connor Negovin, Derek Samagalski, and yes, Brad Jacobs at third. So here we go, down to the Final Four. The winners will move on. They'll have the chance to win that first prize of $50,000. Maybe get your twos. Chip it. Oh, there you go. Roll it over. Got it. Oh, he's got it for 2. Curl. Come across. Got it. Ah, you're not going over the top at all. Here we go. MacEwan. Get it by. They did. Bang. Coming across for the win. Can you get through the whole first? Oh, he did. And there it is. What a shot. Dunstone.
The 2023 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires, growing together, by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
From the 16 that started Wednesday, down to the 8, and now down to 4. Here at the PointsBet Invitational, time to check the odds tracker, brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. And you can see Gushue is the favorite over Carruthers. The other game features Mike MacEwan number 10 against Dunstone out of the Fort Rouge, and it is Dunstone with the advantage there.
Well, it's interesting when you look at those two skips. Mike and Matt are the 2 percentage best skips in the field, but the big discrepancy is at third. Colton Flash is shooting lights out. That could be the difference.
You can see Carruthers is out. That means that Gushue has won the draw to the button, playing the Redstones, and did they ever. First it was Mark Nichols who pinned it, and then Gushue followed him down and pinned it as well. So it'll be Carruthers throwing the Yellowstones and ready to get it underway. The winners of these 2 games will meet tomorrow for the total prize money of $50,000. To get us underway, the Carruthers lead from the Granite in Winnipeg is Connor Negavan.
Okay, plow. I thought this is heavy.
Well, Carruthers took Gushue out in this event last year.
Yeah,
Obviously, Carruthers would like to beat Gushue too, because most people do. Canadian champion.
It's not a personal comment. It's about beating somebody who's been at the top of the podium.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Kathy.
Normal. Okay. Normal weight. This is my straighter one.
Yep.
Straighter one. Haven't heard much about the rocks. They've dusted them twice, and nobody's complaining about that. But that's one of the first ones I've heard talk about a different stone.
So these are the same stones that were used at last year's PointsBet. They were used in the Scotties as well as the New Holland Juniors. Let's take a look. Keys to the game. We'll start with Carruthers.
Well, missed the right way for Reed Carruthers and team. Against Team Gushue, you have no choice but to leave rocks. If you're going to miss half shots here and there, you have to leave them in good spots, make them usable, and believe your eyes. We talked about it today in the women's game. There's enough frost out there that the speed is just going to change throughout the game. You have to believe it.
Come on, Derek. Come on, Derek. Come on, Derek.
And now the keys for the reigning Canadian champion, Gushue.
Get to the inside. You've got 2 wonderful teams here, wonderful front ends. It's the guy that gets the angles right. And if you play a come-around freeze and you leave it wide open, the other team's going to make you pay by rolling buried and having 2 underneath. So, and then the other thing for Gushue is make your mark. We talk about it all the time. Mark Nichols is actually 5% behind Brad Jacobs. It's the only minus they have on the whole team. So watch for Mark to make his move.
Keys to the game brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. It is pure comfort. As mentioned, started with the 16 women's men's teams. You have to play a minimum of 8 ends, 2 timeouts, but not 38 minutes total. Yes, 38 if you add it together, but 19 per half, 1 timeout, can't carry it over. No extra ends. That's the other thing. If we're tied after 10, we'll have a draw to the button to determine who moves on. Are you a little surprised, Kathy? I mean, we've got the corner up now. It was a case of, I guess, Gushue waiting, but I'm a little surprised that Carruthers decided to go in, aren't you?
I am and I'm not. You got to remember that 2 of the people on this sheet, Reed Carruthers and Connor Negavan, were just here this morning because they were both coaching against each other, one with Caitlin Laws and one with Carrie Anderson. They know that the ice is likely to go softer. It is a hot day, as you said, outside. It is very warm in this building. And so you might see different tactics early. They know how to get into the house. So Reed's saying, go ahead, you chase us.
Well, that's their point. I mean, it was Wayne Madaw, I think, who coined the phrase. He said, look, the ice is the best in the first 5. We got to go hard. So considering that, wouldn't you expect everybody to curl lights out?
Oh, absolutely, especially with 2 practices, you know, and it's a great surface. And what's interesting, whoops.
Get it in the ring. Go, 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 go.
What's interesting here, Vic, is
just did catch.
Brad Gushue played, and I don't know why we don't see it more often. We used to do it all the time in the delayed corner. The first rock went in the 4-foot. Gushue's team hit it. Walker rolled to the side. Now it's not in a dangerous spot. Reed hit it. Gushue threw up the corner guard. The corner guard cannot be removed because it's a 5-rock rule. When you played the 4-rock rule, you could hit that corner. And eventually, Gushue wants to bring that corner guard into play, which he's done already.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice shot, Derek. Good throw.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look where the shooter stops.
Covers the stone, top 8.
Thanks, Brad. See if you can catch that. Okay. I'm just thinking what's like good board.
Like, you like this or normal?
Yeah. Whatever you're seeing. I'm on a heavy board. It's a good board, so you want at least a 10. Good sweep. Thanks.
Boy, they're questioning it at the throwing end here because that's not a lot of weight to make the double. This will grind here too with some fresh pebble.
Easy normal. A little hard.
Little hard. Yep.
Gotta go, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Jeff Walker picking up
Hard,
E.J.
Jeff.
Harnden.
Hard, Jeff. Shooter.
And no, they'll run it by and roll that shooter over. Doesn't appear to have caught the top of the 12.
EJ's in turn curls as much as anybody I've ever seen, but he threw that way harder than Gushue wanted. It's still overcurled.
Is it okay if we just roll the center?
Yeah. In turn, I'm seeing normal here.
Sure. Heavy?
Yep.
Heavy?
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Samagalski.
Hard. No
And
roll.
staying with it. And they roll it to the center.
That boy, Brad.
Good shot.
Roll it.
I like that.
Even a little low mark in doing this is okay too. Whoa. Curl.
That was in
Curl, Jeff. Curl.
Pinerolo.
Curl.
in Italy in 06, of course.
Okay.
And this next Winter Games will
Pretty
be
good.
in Milan and in Cortina. That's where they hold the curling.
I'd like to play this. We can play this, you just need to take some ice.
I like either turn, Reed.
Okay, just be a little fresh.
Yep. Okay,
A
Brad,
little
so you're
more
giving
curl
us
on the
like a-
intern side, therefore you have to go wider into the fresh stuff, as he's saying. Good communication. You've got two good ice readers here at Skip.
Clean.
Isn't enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep,
You gotta go, Derek. Never stop keeping your
yep,
the guard. Go ahead. Yep.
yep.
Line's good. Wait's
Line's
getting
good.
better. Wait's
Samagalski
good now.
with Negevin out in
Wait's
front.
good. Line's good.
Stay with it,
Wait's
boys.
good, guys.
Stay
Line's
with
good.
it.
Stay with it.
Clean,
Bite the
clean,
board.
distance.
Well, we're there.
You can curl it if you want.
Curl, curl.
Yep. Hard.
And now a couple of strokes to help it over, and it'll land three-quarters buried, top edge of the four.
They thought I was
Two-thirds.
right out of my hand. I loved it, but
Yeah, no,
What
but
turn
it's
are you seeing?
Like, I saw the exact same thing in the earlier game. That
think the out.
spot in the first end was already slow and curling.
There you go, Kathy, to your point, right? He was here coaching Kerry Anderson in the earlier game I saw.
yeah, I was.
Excellent to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, gotta go. Hard EJ. Hard EJ. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, very nice to run it back and then leaves the shooter out in front, just off center line.
Okay. So almost same as just draw the button.
Positive.
Okay. Might be a little better after mine.
Yeah,
They were broomed
a
down
little.
the whole way.
That's the other
14-5 on
that's
his.
the other awareness too, Kathy. You know, there's just Brad Jacobs say, hey, maybe a little quicker because we heated up the ice.
Well, he's always thinking, and he's thinking as a skip regardless of what position he's playing in and trying to share information with Reed.
Okay. Okay. 3/4 around is really good.
Okay, I like it, but heavy.
Yeah. Back Thielen.
You
That
can
was
clean
with
it
Jeff
for line.
Stoughton back in 11.
You can clean
They
it
went
for
on to
line.
win the gold medal too.
Line's good. Wait's good. Line's good. Go ahead. We're close to weight. Line's good.
Derek's rock.
And he attributes, Kathy,
Line's perfect.
that ability or the wanting to learn. What he took from Jeff Stoughton was you never stop learning about the game.
Well, they said Jeff was 42 years old, and any time that there was a lecture, if you will, on anything with curling, Jeff was in the front row, and so he took it from him. And also being a teacher, if you're not open to learning, it's probably the wrong profession.
Really good. Got that out there to me nice. I thought it was perfect. I got a 440 split from here.
Yeah.
I can get you pretty close, I think.
Yeah.
Boy, that's quick surface first.
No, just like an easy peel, like a 8-second.
Remember, Kathy, too, when Reed won the Worlds with Jeff, he was a Tuck, Manitoba delivery.
Yes, he was.
And he had the knee issues and had to change.
Easy peel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Jeff.
Memorable.
Hard, Jeff.
17
Hard,
at
Jeff.
home.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff.
Mile 1 arena. And underneath, just maybe a corner. Just some granite showing little grains of granite.
Oof.
Okay,
One grain.
Yeah, right.
That's really, really well done.
Good job, Brad. Thanks.
Not too crazy.
All right.
Curl a little. This will still curl here. So give me right there.
Forced to play the run back here. If it was your own color, I'd say he's 80% chance, but now you've got to hit just a piece of that shot rock to get everything out of there.
Here more. Good.
Final Stone trying to dig himself out here. Run it back. What do you got? Got it. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Trading the fine runbacks. Gushue and Carruthers.
That's just massive because to give up a 2, they played such a wonderful end. They did nothing wrong. Gushue picked his pocket, and it was so easy to miss that. Give up an easy deuce.
Almost wrecked it. Almost wrecked it for you.
That one will go.
What's that?
That will curl. Oof. I was 3 of that.
It was
So
an easy.
I think Broom was perfect.
I think it was.
Touch.
Yes.
Looking for the blank. Gushue's Final Stone here in 1.
Just clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Good.
So we'll put a blank on the board here in the first. Gushue, Carruthers from Oakville on this semi-final Saturday. The 2 winners will move on to tomorrow's final at 5 Eastern Time to play for the $50,000 first prize money here at the 2nd edition of the PointsBet Invitational. From Oakville and 16 Mile Sports Complex. Just the 2 sheets in play after we had the 4 sheets going through the Sweep 16 and the Elite 8, down now to the semifinal 4. Gushue with the blank in 1 will take that last rock to 2, playing the Redstones. And just bites.
Good, Jeff. I got the.
Good shot here. Easy.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Is that a lot of ice con or no?
Seems like lots, yeah. Just ask for less.
Little less.
The other semifinal,
way.
number 10, Mike McHugh, Natana Curling Club, Saskatoon, against number 3, Matt Dunstone, Fort Rouge, Winnipeg, and Dunstone with the hammer.
And he has been chasing since the outset. Ryan Harnden and going around the center guard ticked it both times. So both times it went back, and that allowed McEwen to have 2 buried before Matt could even start to hit at it. This is a draw. It needs to bite the 4-foot or be full 8.
Gotta go.
Golden lot, Ryan Harnden on the brush.
Go, 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 go.
Boy, a little more. And looks like just.
That's fucking insane.
Boy, it is just that much. Picks up the single. 93% on his draws so far through the competition, Matt Dunstone.
I haven't seen that all week, Russ. Ticking both of his shots just enough to move the rock off the center line. So you have the choice of leaving the stones where they were or putting it back. So Mike put it back. And
Yeah, the new rule this year, and you're right. I don't. But anybody's fractured on a center guard this week that I know.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Whoa.
Clean. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean,
Whoa.
clean.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, we
Speaking of things you don't see very often, a wide open flash on that out-turn hit.
I was more behind it. Like.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Going for distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guard's high.
Yeah, sure.
I don't mind that either. I'm fine with this as well.
What do you like, Brad?
I like the run.
Okay.
Yeah. Out. Smooth.
I don't know what happened to Derek's an incredible hitter. They were throwing a little softer weight. Maybe it just grabbed on some pebble, but he flashed it on the inside, which is
Close.
also
Whoa.
rare.
Well,
Whoa,
they can make
yep,
amends right
yep,
here. Samagalski.
Yep,
Megavan
yep.
all the way
Derek.
and gets it. And we'll leave that long corner covering the 8-foot.
Great throw, Derek.
Thanks.
Great
Oh,
bounce
sorry,
back.
like, because when I threw my first one, like, no one said anything. That's why I thought it was close.
Well, because he was tight.
Good message from Reed, just to tell the truth. And it sounds funny, but a lot of curlers won't give you the truth. They'll go, oh, well, maybe it's slower there. Don't worry about it, Derek. No, you're tight.
well, and it just helps him because the next time if he's throwing in that path, you don't want him asking for more ice when it's the right ice. You just need to throw it better.
Gonna get this roll a little bit more. A little more. They get how much underneath? Over that length of guard, though, you should be, I would think, Ross, be able to get.
Yeah, it's going to look worse than it. You're right, than it is, because there's so much curl in here. It's probably half buried.
Oh, that was going to roll.
Good throw. Some nice shots being made here early. Yeah, there's about half, eh?
Yep.
But they can get at this thing. But you got to guess. Is it going to slow down?
Okay, weight's good.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Says he really felt comfortable last year after taking the initial part of the season off and then getting the call from Carruthers, to say, hey, would you play a couple of spiels with us? And
Nice sweep.
he liked it, Kathy, and decided to sign on.
And he was surprised, he said, that he came back as quickly. He really needed a break, he said, when he stepped away. But in coming back, he really has enjoyed it. He talked about, this year, and he said potentially 2 more. So obviously there's a conversation that still needs to take place on this team.
Let's not forget, he skipped
Clean.
the best or second best team in the country. It went right down to the bitter end of the trials against Brad Gushue. It came down to one shot to who was going to go to the Olympics. That's a tough game to lose.
Yes.
EJ. Carl! Go. Good.
Maybe that looks a little better this time. Huh.
That is lost. Maybe on the out turn.
Great shot.
Sweet, boys.
Oh, man, that was a beauty.
Now try it again with Jacobs, one of the better hitters, always has been.
Oh, yeah.
He is effortless out of the hack. If you watch when he throws, it is just one fluid motion. He is straight at the target. Great mechanics.
They say not a lot of moving parts. Huh?
Yep.
But Negative picks him up early.
Yep, hard.
And with him all the way.
Hard.
Here we go. Run it back. Got it.
Yep. You can go.
What else would you expect?
Great
That's
job, Brad.
impressive.
Attaboy. Did nothing? No.
Brad looks to me like he softened the release a little bit. He had a very aggressive pop. He's still putting lots of rotation on aggressively, but it's not a push. I love that because he's so square. He comes out like an arrow.
I knew I had to give it to Con.
We're in for a good one here, Vic.
Good weight.
Whoa. Good weight.
Forward.
Whoa.
Clean, you said.
EJ.
Easy.
More. Jeff, go ahead. Yep.
Walker.
Shot. Is that on the lighter side, if anything, Jeff?
Thought it was pretty
Fair,
close.
Mark.
Never got a time. Thought it was good weight.
Is it in such a spot that you had to play it? Could you risk going around the guard? I mean, I understand it's a long guard, but could you have ignored it or not?
Yeah, you could have. You really could have. I think there's so much respect. You know, the way both these teams have come out of the gate with the hitting ability, a couple perfect hit and rolls, some soft ones, some heavyweight ones, the run back that Jacobs just made, the run back that Carruthers made. You kind of like, you don't want to get down two.
It's good, Ram.
Stop. Good weight.
Clean.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl, 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 curl.
Hard con.
Hard con.
Hard con.
All
Hard
the way.
con.
All the way.
Whoa, whoa.
Great sweep. Great sweep.
shot.
Tippy
Sweep con.
Nice shot, Ram.
Was that
boy, Reader.
a little hard?
Like
Maybe solid, yeah.
maybe a hair, but not much, man.
Okay.
No.
Mark's weight was good, wasn't it?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Notice this week, and whether they've decided to soften their weights a bit, but the team Gushue, look at the ice they're taking. They're taking way more than a lot of the other teams. Yeah, here the board weight. It's a bit of a gamble if there's some frost out there, but it is only end number 2.
But is it related to anything, Kathy, do you think, in terms of delivery?
No, I think it's just about trying to control the weight that you're throwing to stick around more often and get more movement out of it if you want to get a roll, for example.
Yeah, it's just so much easier to
Yeah.
give it to the 2 horses if you throw soft weight. But
Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Yes.
Yep.
Right to it, Jeff.
Jeff Walker.
Good sweep.
It's probably a little lighter.
10-5.
If anything, was a hair lighter.
Yeah. Good weight.
Wait.
What was it?
10-5.
Okay.
We'll be calling for like 2/3. Thin
Yeah.
2/3.
Yeah. Smooth. Thinking middle con.
Yeah, I like that, Reed.
Okay.
I
It's
like
probably erroring on Max, but I think that's okay.
That's fine. Let's give it a go here.
Yeah.
nothing to lose here. If you
can
leave
be
it wide
careful on
open,
the cars
Gushue's
unless
probably
I believe
blanking.
you.
So let's try to throw it hard enough to roll right underneath that corner. So you got to be almost back 12 foot to be buried.
Yep.
Clean, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl. Okay,
Okay.
good, you're good. That's fine. Good throw, Reed.
Right through it.
Good throw.
Good throw, bud.
Thanks.
Well thrown, Rap.
I think we're okay there, right?
Okay.
Well, he's battled some injury problems. We've talked about the hip before, but now it's a hamstring, Kathy.
Well, he said he feels like he's a bit of a whack-a-mole. You fix one part of your body and the other one goes because you're compensating with the bad hip. And so his hip feels great, but he does say he's got a bit of a nagging hamstring. And the problem is once the season starts, it's so hard to recover.
Looking for another blank. Gushue in his last. Well, he had blanked only one end in his first 2 games. We have 2 already. Connor Negaman throws the lead stones for Reed Carruthers out of the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. As we go to the third, welcome back to Oakville 16 Mile Sports Complex. We've blanked the first 2. And Gushue, still with that last rock, has the hammer, playing the red stones. Jeff Walker.
Half.
Go ahead, then. You can go for lines, fine, too.
Half.
Right to the broom. Right to the broom.
Get all you can out of it, guys.
We're there. We're there.
Okay. As long as it's here.
It's there.
Okay. Good shot, Jeff.
Shot, Jeff.
Sure, buddy. Shot.
Good sweep.
You can go a hair higher and then it's tougher.
Yeah, that's
Delayed corner again for Gushue.
Almost halfway.
This is full speed.
This is right through in the first end.
Yeah, exactly.
15 to T-line.
It's a wonderful play, Vic, if you're, at club curling or something, where if you ignore the rocks down the center, they can pile up. Now you're making double run backs.
Easy early.
Halfway.
Doubles and
Easy
just try to
early.
clean the middle out. And there's no danger here for Gushue.
Weight's
Gotta
good.
curl. It's gonna have to curl.
Okay, weight's good. Weight's there.
It's max.
Tight. Tight.
Line's good.
No, it's got to curl a mile.
Well, it's going to curl.
It's okay. Curl it. A little bit more.
Okay, we gotta go here now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, Brap.
Nice shot. Sorry, bud.
Good throw.
Just overbrushed.
We're trying to go here.
Good throw.
Okay.
I just overstepped that.
Second end of McEwen and Dunstone. And that last stone center line top four was thrown up by Dunstone. McEwen with the hammer.
Hey, wait, don't we, guys?
And the Dunstone team has struggled right through the order in the two ends so far. They are at risk of giving up 4. Matt's final stone was trying to freeze. They brushed it all the way, came a little short. He's trying to come off the outside of the Yellowstone, push one sideways, roll out. Huge potential for
There we
points.
go, all on its own. Bang, and spin it, and a little bit more, and there it goes. And that will be 2 for McEwen.
It's that thicker, he gets 4.
Yes.
Sorry.
We'll get a little here.
Okay, got a little.
Oh, close. Curl.
Derek Smogalski.
Curl.
Negevin. Got it, but
Okay.
stuffed it.
Good try.
Stuffed it underneath.
Good throw, bud. Great throw.
That's the hard part with those. You can't throw any better than that. Just a quarter inch either way, and he did right in the middle.
Looks like a lot. I think we can finish it though. Eh?
Oh, yeah. And it's back of those.
E.J. Harden.
Yep. On the minimum side. Little light. Yep. Right to it, Mark. Right to it.
Nichols.
Hard, Mark. Stay down. Stay down.
Hard. And with it all the
Good shot.
way.
11.
Oh, man, slipping in there.
Good weight.
The confidence to try this again. Obviously a little off center, and
Try to
Gushue
clamp.
draws to sit 3. But this is the right call. If you can get the top red one, obviously get it out of that buried position and maybe roll towards that other one. That would be the plan.
Yep.
Brad Jacobs again. Smogalski. Run it back and got it. Will miss the stone in the house. That shooter, though, rolls over, and so now there are 2 guards. One center line, one covering the edge of the floor.
Good shot.
Like 15-6 on Connors.
Yeah, it's quick.
Like,
You gonna draw the button?
okay.
So I'm guessing
Yeah, maybe a couple extra feet going this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
the fact that these players are so good at the run backs, they're not necessarily concerned that it rolled to a center guard. If you're
No, because
Carruthers?
Yep, and it's their color, right? So that it can help them in the long run.
Tuppy!
Yeah, nobody's missed a run back. It's amazing.
Line's good, EJ.
By the way, yep. Tuppy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's curling early, guys.
Yeah.
Hard.
Hardy.
Waiting for. Okay, by the way, line's good. Leaves curl if anything.
Keep going.
Waiting for. Keep it going. Curl. Switch.
Curl.
Guys, come on.
Well, that's
And Walker staying with it. My goodness, they got a lot out of that. Maybe.
Well, it is not just strength. You can move a stone not only based on pressure but speed, and EJ does both so effectively. Jeff does as well, but EJ's rate of pace that he brushes with is really remarkable, along with the pressure.
Good manage. Like,
We wanted to make sure we got it close.
Whatever you like for brooming it.
Either.
I think it's an in turn. We saw the in.
Yeah. You'll get a bit.
You'll get a bit of curl?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Not much. Obviously, you only need that's supposed to curl an inch.
Whoa, yep, whoa. Curl. Curl.
Point Negavan.
Good shot.
Great job. Now they're a little bit
Shot.
closer, not quite staggered.
Thought I would get a little bit more.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, it just looked like a good throw with the plan.
Throw cups.
Straighter a little bit.
A little bit
Impressive.
straighter after, like Reed's getting curl in the first end, but
Okay.
we shouldn't ever get that curl again.
What did you get?
Good conversation too, right? There's been enough rocks down the middle now that you're a little bit less paddable, a little less friction.
Wait, don't we, guys?
More line.
You got a little extra line.
Okay, it should be there on its own.
Okay, always going to be Jeff when you go.
It should finish.
T-line.
Looks real heavy.
Back T.
Oh,
Back 4.
Got to really sit down.
Make room for 2. Go ahead, Jeff.
It's even with the back.
Yeah, get it back here. Get it back here. Go for distance. Go.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Added more and then got it back in to get the same stuff.
So Gushue sitting 2, albeit back of the tee line, back 8.
Okay.
Not where you wanted it, obviously.
This should maybe curl a bit.
The in should curl here a little bit.
You can hit a third.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark.
Here, you got her, bud.
This should move nice.
Heard Jacob say you can hit a third. You don't want to stick it on the side because it's wide open. Maybe hit half of this. You might be able to roll kind of up a bit right behind the yellows. Yeah, a thick half would work really good.
Close. Yep.
Skip Stone's in 3. Still looking for our first points. One more time. Samagalski staying with it. What do you got? 1, 2. Go. And away it does. And tucks a little bit under that long center guard. But again, back of the tee line.
The main thing is make the doubles. That's why they're brushing like crazy. But they probably could have hit it a hair thicker. Got a little more on the top of the red and spun even farther. But nice shot.
Man, my hand has been sticky, and I've been wondering why. It's because I'm wearing my glove. I can't wear my glove. Like, it actually feels hard to get the rock out of my hand.
Now, see, there's something because he brushes now, Kathy.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So he wears the glove. He would never do this normally. He wears a glove to brush, and then, of course, his hand sweats. And when he goes to grab the handle for throwing, it's a little sticky.
Well, and when you're in an environment like an arena, it is very warm on the ice level. And so if you're not wearing gloves, your hands are sliding. So it makes perfectly good sense. But then we kept seeing him look at his hand. It's because it's sticky.
I'm wondering if we might see, like bowlers, a little bit of powder at the end, you know?
I've seen guys do that, actually.
Little.
Line's good.
Please close.
Line's good. Full 4.
Ignoring Stone at the back 8, just going around.
Yep. Straight come
Full 4,
around.
we're there.
And then those raises are still there.
Full 4.
We're full 4.
Full 4.
Look
Full
at this.
4.
We're there.
And right around.
Yep.
Yeah. Top 4, and right in between those 2 stones.
Shot, Brad.
Perfect. Good judge. Good shot.
What was the split?
Just
34?
So it's pretty similar to
Draw
the
the button. Yeah.
Brad's become an extremely good ice raider. That was a pretty new
Great shot.
spot.
Thanks. So I think this is not going to do much.
Just a move.
Like
I
Brad.
think you're giving me an inch of ice.
Boy,
That's what I think is like sweeping ice.
most
touch
teams would be
more.
tempted to kind of try to freeze up to at least shrink the scoring area. And Brad
That's-
might
it's
have a
all
draw
out
for
on
2,
the
but it
line,
would be a
Paul.
very tough one.
Yeah.
Anything short on the out turn side would be a tough draw for 2. This is all or nothing. Mind you, we haven't seen a missed run back yet.
Center line Stone. Is that
Yes.
the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit more ice than he had in the first end.
Good toss around.
A little hard.
Stay close. Clean.
Yep.
Reed Carruthers.
Yep.
Final stone. Right now, Gushue has one buried. Once again, Samagalski. Who's got it? Lined it up. Did you touch it?
Good throw,
No,
Reed.
it'll go by. And so Gushue will have a chance for 2.
That was the problem with it. It was all or nothing.
Ah, shoot.
Okay, good throw.
I was thinking.
On which?
On mine.
To ours if we know the line.
Well, the problem is, I think if I'd almost have to squeak that to get to there. Like, it's pretty easy to throw T-line and kind of slide off.
Roll to a pretty nice spot. Because to come through the
know
port,
the intern? Like the intern, as soon as you get to
either turn, it over curls almost.
like intern, you come to it, right?
Yeah, like I could take ice to get to there, and we should get past this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're gonna get out too fresh.
Sorry?
I don't know if we're gonna get out in like real fresh stuff if I take ice for there, but we're gonna be tight to the guard.
Yeah.
This is my preference
Yeah,
is the out.
just outside middle with a little.
Well, it's gonna be an
rotation
out turn either way.
No,
the wide
well,
out
you
turn.
can go
Okay.
in.
Yeah. No, I mean either to this or this.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to go crazy wide. Like little outside.
No, I
middle
don't think
is
you
all
need,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's good ice.
This makes the most sense. It won't look as good to Brad at sitting in the hack, but your rock is curling towards the 4 foot as opposed to away.
I think I probably want to give you 3 or 4 more feet at least.
Yeah.
Just in case it is slower.
Yeah.
The big thing is a little more rotation. It should hold.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be crazy. I think you're right. Like 3 more feet max, I think.
Looks like minimum ice though, guys.
It's tough. That port kind of looks big if you're
don't
in
mind
the
that
building,
broom.
but it's not
mind a little
to go through. So it does force
Just
them
another broom head,
outside.
Mark. Yeah.
Okay, 4 more feet then.
Okay.
So they think 4 more feet of weight. You're going further out than anyone has.
Weight's pretty good.
Line's
Line's
good.
good.
Lots of
Close to T.
rotation.
Line's
Smart.
good.
You're out there.
It's gonna be slow here, guys.
Numbers say you'd make
Line's
this.
Line's fine.
Line's good if you're
Walker,
T-line.
Harnden, here it comes.
Hard, boys, hard.
Got to get over and fight that black. Got to get to that edge of that 4. Little bit more. Little bit more. Oh, and what a great rush. He should walk down and say, thank you, boys. EJ and Jeff.
We saw it all week in Ottawa last year at the Worlds. How many assists these two make for Brad Gushue.
Keep going. Keep going.
Goal scored by Gushue. Assists to Harnden and Walker.
Brad Gushue could take the final step on the road to Torino. He'll be going there.
That is what you need to become the Canadian hurling champion. Up go the arms. Hello world, Canada is your champion. And it is 2 for Gushue. And Gushue is good again. With 3 men, they win a Canadian men's curling championship. Gotta come down for them to sit down to become Canadian champions again. And 5 for Gushue. Yeah, it's remarkable to think. I mean, it started in 06 with that gold medal, and it took them so long before they won their first. And then, of course, a year ago, the wins over Dunstone and in that final as well. Going on to lose to Nicolas Sedin in Ottawa at the World Men's Championship, taking home the silver medal.
And he said to us before the game, Vic, that he feels that because of age and not sure how much longer he'll go, that's why there was so much emotion in that final. And when he lost, just that feeling of not knowing if you're going to get back. And it was such an electric building, and it was such a packed house full of support for him and his team.
And, you know, because as he said, you got the feeling in chatting to him, it's going to be likely his health that it may force him out.
Sure.
Although,
let me just
That,
let
you
me-
know,
no,
yeah.
let me finish. He said basically it's 50-50 whether right now at this point in time he goes on past this quadrennial. Yes, Ms. Co-Chair.
But I feel that a lot of people were making the assumption that this was it for him. And for him to say 50-50, did that surprise you, Russ?
No, not at all. Not at
Okay.
all. He's a competitor. He loves it, and I think he's. I think he wants to play as long as he possibly can. And it's back to Vic's saying that maybe it's 50-50 on the health, but if he's got it, feels he's competitive, he's playing for sure. I would almost argue with myself there and say, what about Nichols? They're the same age. And if Mark, because he's got a lot more demanding position physically as you get older, if he loses Robin, does Batman keep playing?
Great question.
Good shot. Great shot.
2-0. Gushue leads it as we go to the fourth. First time in the game, the Reed Carruthers and his team from the Granite in Winnipeg have the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
So
You want to try to
nice,
tap
Garrett.
it? Tap it to get shot?
Yeah, I think I like pushing it back here.
Yeah, I think you can get shot buried, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, what's two
So
lines
like
here, Connor?
back 8.
Okay, in this track, you're looking like
There's good shots being made here.
I think it's more like a 14 and a half, a little bit tighter.
That's you want me
This
to
hasn't
throw?
been thrown in a couple ends.
Okay, boys.
2-1. McEwen leads it over Matt Dunstone.
And the play is much better in the last end for the Dunstone team, who had struggled in the first two, starting with Colton Lott making a wonderful hit and roll around. But it is the McEwen stone that is shot, buried behind a corner. And so this is the force for Matt, looking for 8 foot.
Really it's curling hard.
His draw weight has been exceptional. 93% in the event.
Sweet, guys. One yellow.
Pretty
To even it
It's
at
gonna be hard to
2.
get on top. It's going to kind of sit there, but I think that's still a pretty good spot.
Okay.
You want to go hack, or you want to go here?
One of our keys, Vic, was get to the inside. That one didn't.
You tell me.
And these teams are so good now. You know, luckily, if they hit and roll, it can't get buried. It's going to run into the other red. But they're going to probably be looking at 2 rocks underneath to some degree, that one guard. It's just so much more beneficial to be a little short on those.
Clean.
Bury an inch, and then Mark can't get it out.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Just clean. 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 Good shot.
Great shot.
Attaboy.
Yeah, just a little more than you.
Was it?
Yeah.
Great
Can
shot.
get to nose
I was going
too.
to say, yeah, that's a pretty good shot. Shot just clean.
Clean. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That's how you do it, right? Okay.
I don't mind that with half.
I like the hack.
Sure. I like the hack waiter.
Okay.
I'm good with that. Okay.
What am I trying to do here?
As close as you can to nose a 3.
Okay.
Like probably 3, 7, 8 high.
Good speed now here, but
You know, Brad Jacobs, of course, when he decided to step back from the game, his teammates had to find new places, and 2 of them are on the ice. He's playing against one, and
Weight's good.
EJ Harnden. Then he looks next door on sheet B, and there is Ryan Harnden, his former front end.
Boy, this has to curl to make noise.
Come on, Derek.
And just makes a little clunking sound, and that's it.
Way heavy.
Still leaves the
way
Gushue
too
team
much weight. It was
sitting
like
at
probably
2.
good board, I think, yeah.
There's a good example. There isn't a chance he was more than a half an inch off the broom with a delivery like that, but that was just thrown right to the break. It's way too heavy.
I think
Just want to get as much separation on these.
I think it's full speed.
So tight top 12.
Based on Jeff's second one, like
It got a little better as I think speed's going to be pretty close to this side now.
okay.
Going this way, remember, is a little faster.
If anything, watch this rock again. Hey, it might just slide.
Okay.
Like my last one slid really well last end, so just tight.
Great awareness. Mark made the perfect come around, swept from one end to the other with his first rock. The second one, he came way deep. Oh, they could be a
Line's
little bit
okay.
smoother stone.
Anything a little tight. Yep, hard early. Tight.
Line's okay.
Keep it out there, EJ. Line's good now, line's good.
Tight. Line's good, EJ.
Right here.
Rock short.
Just trying to
Over
straighten it up a
curling.
little bit. His
Stay down,
harness.
Jakey. Stay down. Stay down.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just out.
Whoa. Stop, Rock.
Stop.
Stop, Rock.
I should have kept you for later. That's what I was asking. Go, buddy.
Good sweep.
You're playing it just a hair high.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Get either of those. Could even get both. But
What turn, Reed?
I was thinking the end.
Okay.
Good toss, your bud.
Late in the game to have to play a shot like, or late in the end, I should say, to get a long run back like this. Jacob's last shot.
Close. Whoa.
Curl.
Whoa.
One more time. Run it back. Got one and got
Good
two.
shot.
Bad break. Stuffed it. And then Lee left the shooter out there as well.
That's a great throw.
Yeah.
So unlucky.
I think we got to be.
Good throw, Cups.
Give him one shot at a.
It's unlucky.
Real good throw. That's unlucky. Do that great.
Totally unlucky.
Still curl there in that spot.
What's that?
Still curl there in that spot.
Bite the line, same spot.
I'm going to choke off that.
Just a junior throw.
That yellow.
Throw back line, give it to Con. Oh, God.
Make it full
Yeah,
speed.
it's very similar.
Speeding himself up.
We're just
a
out
little
bit wider.
Yeah, and I think his comment about juniors is not belittling juniors, but you know, when you have less experience, the adrenaline gets into you a little bit more. And I think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, as you get older, you learn to miss the right way a little more often.
I feel like the only way to do that is at the end.
So coming around the center guard, and they seem to indicate that they want to leave a little higher, not quite get to the rings.
Yeah, trying to keep the run backs separated, I guess. I thought they might go right in.
I thought so too, but I think that in this game, more than any that we've watched so far, Russ, Reed is calling run back after run back, so he kind of wants to make sure that he takes away what they will play.
True.
Okay. Nice shot.
And this one isn't a straight run back either.
But it's risky, right? Because if I don't make it good, I got a heck of a hard shot on the next.
Are you seeing the double peel?
I was kind of thinking, you guys like this?
Think so.
If I don't make, like, if I ever do this and he goes on, like I.
Yeah, no, I think you have.
We're
I don't
dead.
think you have a choice, Reed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just got to go. Try to move something in the forefoot.
The only other shot then, so it's either the double peel or the run and roll off.
You've
like
got
try to
that,
get
and
this.
you've got it really soft,
think
weight
it's a
one, try to tap it back a little bit, but they're both so hard. And Reed makes a good point.
Ideally, I kill this stone, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he hits it, maybe rolls to here. Brad Gushue rolls
Try
underneath.
to get one in there.
They could be down 4-0. So double peels the call this way, and hopefully it gets back
You can
onto
hold it
either
against
one of
the
these.
The first red.
Yeah, I mean, let's get this coming in here and
Right there.
give ourselves some space. Want me holding
They've
here?
thrown 7 run backs already.
I'm seeing like 3/4.
That has to be, Kathy and I were talking about it in the break, it has to be the Brad Jacobs influence, because they have a steady diet of that all those years, and I don't remember Reed being that way, but not like he can't make them.
Although I'll suggest you take what the game gives you, Kathy. And is that the better choice than maybe, as he said, coming down to that stone T-line edge of the forefoot and rolling in? If I don't make that, maybe the run back is the better choice.
In this case, I think it is. But earlier in the game, there were some options a number of times. And it was run back, run back, run back. This time, I think you absolutely have to clear up the front or you may not have a shot.
Whoa, yep. Whoa, yep. Yep.
Yellow on to red, and maybe catch another red on the way through. Just like, oh, no, we're not kidding.
That was close to getting everything out of there.
Great throw, bud.
If it touches the red.
Hey, good throw, bud.
How do you do that?
It touches a bit of that red, it goes, and it redirects on the other, and you might get them all.
the goo luck, bud.
Full in. I think he's playing the hit and roll anyway, or he likely should. But
Okay, so do you want this fully in, if we can?
yeah, I think
Full
we'll
the
just
half?
watch that. You like coming in
Where's
on this?
ideal? Yeah, I was thinking full 12.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Probably give you
Like that ice,
similar
Brad?
weight, yes.
Yeah.
So Broom had last mark. I don't mind giving him half rock on the out turn.
Yep.
If he wants to chase it.
Right.
Leading 2-0 as we play here in 4. Final stone, Brad Gushue.
Felt like it was there. Easy.
I think we're good.
A little more line.
You got a little more line?
Weight's nice. Gonna need to curl a bit. Like to go a little. We're just fighting.
No, we're both 12, I
If
think.
they're going, Jeff's going if they're going. Curl.
Go.
Curl.
Hard, Jeff.
Line's good. Line's good.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Well, he wanted to leave him half a stone, if anything. I don't think there's much to be seen there.
Nothing. Good spot. And in the rings. The easiest shot is the out turn hit and roll here, but I don't remember. There's been a lot of draws in here, but I don't remember a hit.
I'm going for 2/3 then to make the roll good with easy.
Okay, let's go a little more. We'll play
curl
bump.
here.
A little more.
Right?
A little more.
Yeah.
This is out turn.
I like bump.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Okay.
That choice of weight, easy as compared to a bump. You leave that up to the thrower, do you, Kathy?
Well, you should. It's what Reed feels comfortable with. I think he stood in front of the house and felt that if he threw down weight, they can control it more. He's going to stick around. He's got a better chance to roll. The more weight you throw, the more precise you have to hit the stone to stick around or do what you want it to do.
Final stone.
And max weight.
Right now it is Gushue sitting 3.
Whoa. Close.
Hit and roll towards the center line.
Clean.
And he'll need at least a 3/4 of rock in the 4-foot.
Clean up. Yep.
Negative. What's the line call? Can you get the roll too? Oh, that's a beauty. That's some fine shooting.
Yeah.
Reed Carruthers facing 3 will get his single to get on the board. Semifinal Saturday here in Oakville and the PointsBet Invitational. Seen some fine shooting, to be sure. Wonderful hit and roll against 3 puts Reed Carruthers and the team from the Granite Curling Club on the board. We go to 5. Brad Gushue once again with the last rock. Has the hammer playing the red stones. Doing a little housekeeping, making sure that the foam bumper is in place.
Could just pick it if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, we could also just hit and roll. Like an easy board.
Half a rock will miss the back. So you could play like a thick half and tickle it if you want.
We roll out, we roll out.
Yeah, sure. I think you want to be at least here though.
Okay.
What kind? What are you throwing?
Board.
Board? Okay, I
At
like
least
it.
board. I'm going to try to throw 10.
Yeah. Whoa. Little heavy.
Whoa.
Go heavy.
Heavy.
EJ. Whoa. Clean.
Heavy.
Clean. Mark. Clean. Mark. Yep. Hard.
Well, they got it by. Hit it too thick.
Yeah,
my fault.
they were trying to get
Really
curled
rough.
and it kept going.
Yeah, well, it's spin back. So shot rock belongs to Carruthers.
Is it in?
It's hard to say. I mean, you give up 3 here or give even up a steal of 1. This is a wonderful, wonderful shot by Carruthers.
Pick the right speed. And I heard him say it should curl here, so that's all the doubt they had. But he picked the right speed. He picked the right room. beautiful throw. Well managed by Jacobs also.
Well, there's the thing. You have to skip. Gold medal skip calling your line. Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together. No, and it got away with the jam at the back. Sitting two.
Great call,
and
Reed.
under cover.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
About 2/3.
Well, you said that the Dunstone team started slowly. Looks like they've found their pace.
They have. Matt's been playing really well. The battle has been at the thirds, both BJ and Colton at 66%. Those aren't numbers that you expect to see. And Mike's first shot, very unfortunate this end. He was trying to promote one of his own sideways, and he wound up ticking it right through a gap and leaving Dunstone line 2, and that is what he faces now. Needs the lid.
Yeah, he couldn't have picked that the way he did if
No.
he tried.
No.
I kind of liked it.
So it's a draw against two. One back of the button. One top, 8 foot, as we watch Derek Samagalski. Gushue team in a little bit of trouble here. 100% McEwen in draw weight in the event. Oh, kiss of death, huh?
They might.
Wow.
Probably could have curled it.
And Dunstone with the steal of one.
When there's a little bit of frost like this, and first of all, your eyes play tricks, because obviously when you get it really wide late in the game, it slows down. But when there's a dusting of frost, it's really moisture, and if you run a few rocks down there like McEwen did, that spot gets maybe extra fast, because that little bit of moisture gives you that, that little bit of glide, and they just misbrushed that. Trying to get the back yellow.
Get out!
Stuffed it, and don't know if it listened. Maybe just holding on.
Yeah, looks in.
That was good. Good throw. Should have gone on at the
Half. Okay. Full pop here. What's that? Full speed here. Full speed, eh?
Halfway guard here.
What do you think?
Okay, easy early.
This
2 feet from
the line will be
Easy.
halfway.
Whoa, off.
Just his 6th draw of the event
Line's good.
for Brad Jacobs.
Line's good.
Hard to believe.
Line's really good. Clean.
Of the event?
Of the event, yeah.
Whoa. Derek.
6th draw, and we're in our 3rd game.
Good.
Yeah.
Shot, Brad.
Perfect. Halfway.
Good throw, bud.
Yeah, thanks.
That's a good.
What'd you get on that? 75. 75, eh? Okay.
Catching up to the
I
big
wonder
boy.
if that ability or that tool of Jacobs influences the run back game, influences then the play of this team captain.
Yep.
Well, for sure, if they're buying into the run back game, which we have seen today that they are, that dictates not only your style of play, but your shot selection as well. And if you're playing a lot of run backs, Brad would be doing a lot of that, and so that's probably why he hasn't thrown very many draws.
Bad throw. At what point is he just going to say tack with it and go around all
I
this?
think
Yeah,
I think he rips.
I don't mind a drawing contest with Ram at the last rock.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it ever okay if it's tighter? Same spot.
Yeah.
Same as last one.
It's a hair deeper.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay. So
About
like
the
that
same.
throw
Okay,
a lot
line's
better.
good.
It's tighter.
Line's
Same.
good. Tiny bit tighter than
Okay,
the last.
hold it out there. Hold it out there.
Clean.
Okay, easy. Little more.
Clean. It's going to over curl
Whoa.
the inning. Whoa.
It's about actually.
Whoa.
It's about the same.
Stay close though.
Gotta
Whoa,
stop, guys.
whoa,
Just needs to
whoa.
Stop. Stop.
Good.
Good shot.
It's not bad though.
Shot, Brad.
He might chase that.
Yeah. Do you still like running into that one?
You can.
Part of me
So
thinks
high.
they're
If you suck it there, he goes around everything.
No, I think
What?
EJ's thinking.
Oh, you're thinking in the side one?
Yeah.
I want to do that instead?
I like that,
My thought's the draw.
Okay.
but we're up one.
I sort of like the draw.
But
It's a good chance this one's going to stay around here, though.
Okay.
Which
then
may
maybe
not
the
be a bad
drop
thing for us. We can wrap on the next. Give it a go.
I thought it was interesting. Somebody under their breath on the Carruthers team earlier, prior to the throw by Jacobs, was, I don't mind getting a draw game with him.
Yeah,
Connor
I heard that too.
Negavan. That was Connor.
Yeah, with Connor's
Just, you gotta be
confidence in the
out
skipper,
center line
read
for sure.
Carruthers draw, wait to finish shots, but Gushue's pretty good at that too. I thought they might play the come around, Kath.
I did too.
So late.
So late, and the buried stone is only 12 foot, fighting 8.
Hard. Watch that shooter, EJ. Hey, good shot. Good shot.
With the kryptonite over there, they can't get that thing out of there.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah, there's a reaches a point. At 230.
We're here.
Sure.
Hey, boy.
Still no danger for Gushue.
Didn't miss that back one by very much.
So each team given a one time out in their 19 minutes, and
Okay, what is
Carruthers
that, like, you wanna
using
be on
it.
this side of the center line a
I
little
think
bit?
so.
Okay, you can't make the double and roll behind this corner. I think yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, even if we cheated to the back four, as long as we over curl, he can't get behind this
Yeah.
corner, right?
If I can do that though, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
I
know,
can't play
I
the
know.
in.
I know.
We can get dead whacked.
Dead whacked is a good shot.
I think you got to get to the tee line.
And enough space that he can't make what Kleider made against us, that gross double and roll, right? Yeah.
The respect, what they're worried about is if they put it in the optimum spot, does it leave a double and roll over here somewhere, and then Brad's setting up for a deuce.
And that was a shot that Ryan Kleider made in 9 to get himself back in the game
He wants to freeze
yesterday.
He's running. He's playing the double.
To stop yellow double and roll buried, you want to be open on our left-hand side, but you can't get there because of the corner guards. So they have no choice but to throw this out turn.
What do you think?
Really close read.
Toss your hammer.
Okay, speed, nice.
Yeah,
14-8.
14-8.
Okay.
You got it around.
Okay.
Good toss.
I
Got a little light.
Mine's good.
Just con.
Mine's good.
A little light.
Okay,
I got
you-
close.
line's
Wait's
you got
good.
room.
Line's
Easy,
good.
easy. Wait's good.
Wait only. Line's good.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Yep. Easy,
Line's
easy.
good.
Yep,
Shoot for top button. 14-7.
Max line.
Little bit of room. Derek?
Now Samagalski will take over from Negavan,
Curl.
and they'll get a piece underneath.
Good shot, Ram.
Good sweep. I just had I dropped, so
Yeah.
It's a great spot.
I just dropped it on him, so he had to hammer it.
Well, like
That's a slang for he didn't really extend, didn't he kind of almost brought it back a little bit as opposed to adding weight on release.
Getting it out.
I think normal will do. Even if we don't, Mark, we're here, and he's got to split the rings then.
Okay.
It's no different than we did this, and then he's just hit and roll, and then we get a draw. So I think it's worth a try.
Okay. What are you throwing? Normal?
Normal.
Okay.
Like just normal.
Play the roll.
Yep. Just play the roll behind the guards.
Okay.
Wow. Try to make that double too, but
Oh, it's hard to do both. That's why they soften the weight here. If you get this angle, then yours goes this way, but it's going to, you're only hitting about half of it, so it's going to roll a long way. So they're going to soften the weight. Instead of throwing peel weight at the double, they're more concerned about rolling buried.
Yeah.
Then Carruthers cannot guard it. It's too dangerous. So he has to split the rings. He might set up a double.
Gushue curled in the 80s in his first 2 games. He's 100% so far in this one.
Good way.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Jeff.
Yep.
Hold it, Jeff.
Jeff Walker
Curl.
stuffed it and then rolls it over, sitting top 12.
Once it was gone.
We've seen this is exactly where I threw my normal.
Definitely there.
I think
Remember?
that's good because that didn't turn draws hard. Make a good one here, Reed. It's tough on him, eh?
Yeah.
First dice.
What turn do you like?
I was thinking the in, but I don't mind throwing the out.
How'd I throw that?
I get average curl, whereas the in I'm going to get more. Like, I think this is more predictable. So
whatever one you like.
Yeah, for a nose with control on the out, like.
With what kind of weight?
That's control. That's
Okay.
a nose ice. So, me there.
They're got a chance here if they can roll perfect, which is awfully hard to do. Brad
control
can't really take on. Well, he could take on the double, but he probably gives up a steal unless he makes the double and rolls in. So then he's forced to draw, and that in-turn draw is dicey.
Okay. Good toss, man. Okay, control it.
And I keep looking at that outside biter. When contact was made, no one swept that rock. If there was even a couple of licks of a brush, that's probably out, and then Brad could be playing a double for a blank.
But Kathy, I don't think he could have.
Well, when it gets to the line, you can.
Wow.
Clean.
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 I mean, he was over it. I didn't see it. I think maybe he didn't think anything would help at that point. But
Hard.
Got to go.
Hard. Roll it. Roll it.
there's no roll there. But it's going to be facing 3 with his last.
Shoot. Oh, great throw, bud.
Just
yeah, good throw.
came up on him a little more than he expected. Great end by Team Carruthers.
Really good throw. Really good.
You like that ice?
Yeah, I like that. Board weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Looks like lots. This side, if anything, is a little.
I think it's okay.
Think it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little quiet.
Final stone facing 3. Brad Gushue.
Yep. 11.
Trying to extend the lead here as we go to the break.
Clean. Clean. As long as it doesn't cross the line, you're good.
Just clean it. Just clean it.
11-5.
And that will do for the single. Gushue here in 5. We'll go to the break. Winner moves on to play for the $50,000 Gushue. Leads at 3-1. To mark the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, we're all wearing pins provided by We Will Recover Society. This Indigenous-led nonprofit organization located in the southern interior region of BC provides compassionate peer support and advocacy. The services for individuals and families impacted by substance abuse disorders. To show your support, visit their website at www.wewillrecover.ca.
The 2023 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Cashmere, Canada's #1 bathroom tissue. Nothing feels like it. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Pete Carruthers and his team from the Granite Club in Winnipeg need a win if they want another chance to defend their PointsBet Invitational win of a year ago. The numbers after 5, Kathy.
Well, the assist that we always talk about on the Gushue team, the brushers of EJ and Jeff make such a difference in this game, in this team. And it's been a really interesting run-back style that we're seeing from Reed Carruthers. It's all or nothing, and that's why his numbers are lower. But Brad Gushue hasn't missed a beat since he walked off the ice at the Worlds in Ottawa last year.
Gushue leads at 3-1. When we come back, we'll reset the clock to 19 minutes, and each team will get another timeout. Well, the odds makers had it correct, didn't they? The number 1 and 2 seeds will play for the $50,000 tomorrow when we join you at noon Eastern Time. Carrie Anderson, the 4-time defending Canadian champion, against the 3-time Scotties winner, Rachel Holman. Noon Eastern Time, Sunday.
And both teams playing so well. That should be a great match.
So ready to begin play here in this second half. 3-1 Gushue, and it is Reed Carruthers with the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Only 3 percentage points apart for these two teams. Slight
Weight's pretty good.
advantage for Gushue.
Clean.
A lot of shots being made by all 8 of them.
Little light.
Top 4.
Clean.
Starting to curl.
Weight's good. Little tap.
Throws in, small tap.
We're tapping.
Tapping air, Reed.
Still tapping.
Clean.
Lock it on,
right
Derek.
Right to it.
We're tapping.
Perfect.
Good. Nice spot.
Oh boy.
Great
Shot
judge.
1475, and you just clean.
Put a little on the inside. Just T-line weight.
Next ice over, of course, McEwen and Dunstone. 3-2, Dunstone leading Mike McEwen his last.
And Mike is facing 4 on his final. Matt Dunstone was playing a double, got quite fortunate. He caught the backside of a stone that redirected it onto another stone, but at the end of the day, both of the McEwen stones were gone, and that is why Mike faces 4, looking for 8th.
First year with this team, McEwen,
Top 4.
as he joins the team from the Nutana Curling Club, and Colton Flash goes to the 3rd spot.
Hey, boys. Yeah, good throw, Mike.
So 3-3 going to 6.
Hit and roll way over to the other side of the 12-foot.
Roll.
I think so. Hit and roll low, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Even way over there is good, eh?
Yeah, like
I think
you have
way
to be
over.
even with this, though.
Yeah,
so the roll
I think
would be
so, bud.
very big.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing this as a bumper shot.
Yeah. I think
Whatever
so.
you want, sure.
Yeah.
Just trust this.
Yeah, just trust it.
How's
Just-
that ice con for me?
That ice is good.
It's good speed here.
Good speed. Little solid.
Clean.
Solid
Yep.
board. Yep.
Yep.
Solid.
Yep. Hard.
Okay, watch the roll.
Hard.
Jacobs.
Okay.
Good throw.
He was saying, Brad, Kathy, that he was surprised at
Thought I threw that pretty good.
You did.
how
Good
well,
throw.
despite taking the time off, how much he quickly he
Board.
was
It
able to
ended up
get
being just board.
back into the game. You know, he's always working on his physical ability anyway during the time away. So the concern for him, of course, was whether
Threw that good, Derek.
it was his heart rate when he could, sit down on the hack after brushing a stone.
Well, when he said that he was pleasantly surprised to see that he was in pretty good shape when he was sweeping, which is not a surprise to any of us because fitness has always been. In fact, I would argue that it was Brad Jacobs' team that really put the fitness margin for men and women. They just went out of their way to get to a gym, even when they were at events, to show that you have to be so physically fit to play this game. So the bigger thing, as you said, is when he brushes a stone, he's used to sitting in a hack with his heart rate low. And Reed Carruthers says even when the adrenaline's pumping through him, his heart rate's about 80. Brad Jacobs is at about 120 after he's been sweeping. And you have to get used to throwing when your heart's just racing.
Out.
You were comparing it to a biathlon.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
think about,
Yeah.
you think you come into skiing, you got to get down that prone position. I mean, you shoot right away, you're killing a bird on the way by. And it's just
Or a deer a mile away.
Guns all over the place. So you have to bring that heart rate down.
Yep.
Whoa. Yes.
Good shot.
Good boy. Nice job.
Really nice.
Very nice.
Good boy, Derek. Nice job.
Samagalski.
Oh,
Great shot, buddy.
Oh, I thought I threw that first one so
You
good.
did. I didn't put the boom in the right spot.
Yep, perfect. And you
That's
good
another
weight.
thing you love about Reed.
Close to the line. I guess.
He did throw it great.
Do you want it in or not? I don't
Unlocked it a
think
little
so.
bit as
Hey,
well.
maybe to do that, he's going to go there and lie too on us. I think we just want to get behind it a little bit.
Okay. Nice and tight.
Wait.
Room weight. Yeah. Okay.
Room late.
Little
Line's
tighter
okay
right
right
now. Clean.
Line's
tight.
Same as mine.
Line's good. Clean.
2 feet short.
Okay.
Real tight.
Almost
Might
in.
be in. Don't want to sweep. We're in.
Line's
Go
fine.
ahead, EJ Hard.
We're
Hard
eight.
if
We're
it's in. Go.
almost
Go.
full 8.
Go. Corner freeze on the inside. Whoa.
Oh, it's really heavy.
Okay.
Remember Mark said keep an eye on these rocks. The first, it was actually a second one though, wasn't it?
But I wonder if he switched the order.
Yeah, it could be, or
A little quicker.
he might think that's the slow one and he just pumped it up.
Okay. Slid good, Mark. Like really good.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think it's more about sinking this and going big.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this as like a solid bump.
Okay.
Posture, bud.
Reed Carruthers can take liberties with this Jacobs at third because he can obviously get you out of jail with the heat, but he's not afraid to play these type of shots either.
Clean.
A soft shot that a skip would be used to.
Yep. Whoa. Close.
Samagalski.
Whoa. Yep.
Samagalski again. By this one. Oh, not by that one, though.
Good throw.
They'll chip it over. It's under cover now. Remember, Carruthers with last rock.
Brad was yelling sweep. Reed was yelling whoa.
Oh, boy. Oh, sorry.
Bricked a few times there.
Same shot.
You think that
Yeah.
that's still a work in progress, Kathy, the relationship between Carruthers and Jacobs and the former skipper, deferring to the skip.
I think it's some of that, and it's also Reed has to get really used to how Brad throws all the time, how quickly his rocks will break. This is the learning process. They played a couple of events last year, and we talked about this year. They were very good, but then they didn't qualify last weekend. And they have been very good here, but they have some miscues, and part of that's early, and part of it is still learning each other. But the potential of this team is very high.
Yeah, I really like the squad.
Real tight. Clean.
Just the two events for the Carruthers team. They were here in Oakville a few weeks ago, just went 3-2. But then at the Shorty Jenkins, which was a tune-up event for many of the teams here, they lost in the quarterfinal to Joel Retornes of Italy.
I think you're double peeling and shooting it in.
You do this, you kiss it.
There's a few options in there, boys.
I think that's the shot.
I think so.
Okay.
What am I trying to hit, Reed?
Looks like 2/3.
And how much weight?
I'm seeing smooth.
Yeah, okay.
In.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, too, isn't it, Russ, that he has to learn all what they call smooth, easy, or bump.
Most teams time them from hog to hog, and then there's you don't the wording doesn't get in the way. But he needs to know what that is, and then Reed needs to know maybe under pressure if Brad starts throwing my hair harder, for instance.
Curl. Whoa. Shot.
Wow.
Brad.
That boy.
Take another one in there. It's partially covered.
I thought they were playing the double.
Shot, Brad.
Sorry, Vic. I thought they were playing the double peel. That was a brilliant call.
I'd love to be able to do something like that.
The whiskering the top, making that other way too.
Yeah, right. They had the other option.
Together that red, it like comes back, and we actually probably spin the yellow this way. Right. It's a good shot.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can not it too, and stay behind, it's fine.
Just a wiggle low.
But I think the miss is to get the shooter over here and stay that. The only downside, I guess, if you go there, but
6 is a little in the way. Just a shade low.
Yep.
A shade low, and they both probably roll in.
Yep.
I don't see this doing much, Brad. Do you?
Shouldn't go crazy, nope. You guys like that ice?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
You heard the comment, just a hair inside of the center of that rock. The thrown rock will roll towards the center line, and so will the raised one.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Shooter.
Just like that.
Wow.
Very nice.
Slightly overlapped now, too.
Pretty good.
So their shot
That's pretty good. Yeah.
is under cover.
Air high and kill these 3.
I like that shot.
Yeah. Like basically rolling to here if I
I mean, where's that 5 going is my only question.
millimeter high, it should be spinning.
So you want to save your shooter to use it maybe?
It's more about like making sure I'm high so that I have a shot at that. Like,
yes, I agree.
Because I always have some for a run too.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are we trying to hit?
Looks like fraction high. Like I'm seeing like 7/8. Like it might only go to here, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to get the shooter
out turn 7/8.
Okay.
Yeah. Out turn 7/8.
You usually want to
I'm
with
probably looking like there.
last shot here. You usually want to make an aggressive play here, but he can't.
Yeah. Looks like a 7/8 high shot.
Okay, bud.
I think with this I should get a little here, I would think.
Red.
Yeah, I like that.
Shooter rolls to the left, and that freeze opportunities then available. But Brad, I'm sure, will do something about it.
Curl it. Curl.
Big Carruthers is for Samagalski. Looking to get all 3 reds.
Shot, Reed. Hard.
And he will.
Hard, Brad.
Get it out.
And just hangs on the back. So they've got a path now to the yellow onto Shot Rock, but now it's up to Gushue.
That literally
Shot
died
Ram.
on pressure.
Yeah.
Ice makers at the 5th end break come out and pebble to the basically back of the 8-foot maybe in the slide path to rejuvenate that pebble. And that back rock grabbed it on the way out and hung on in the corner. Just hung on.
Tight. You can go ahead and bite here, guys. Okay. Just nibble it though.
Yeah.
I'd rather it a rock shot.
Yeah, just not fully in.
What's the speed?
It's draw the button. It might even be
Same as what I was
throwing
throwing earlier.
I think it's quicker than what you're throwing
Just a little
earlier.
less, Mark. Yep.
I think it's quicker, if anything, than what you're throwing earlier. I think it's draw the button or a couple feet better.
Okay.
Brad takes slightly more ice than a lot of the players he plays against. A little bit less rotation, and that gives him those wonderful come-around opportunities because he gets that little extra bite, a little extra curl coming in after the break point.
And referring back to the draw to the button, when they did win the last rock, both he and Mark Nichols pinned it.
Easy.
But I thought they threw the other turn. He threw the other turn.
Yeah, they did. You're right. No, one of them did.
Foot short. Hard, EJ.
Got to keep it alive here.
Keep going.
Hard, EJ.
You got to get it to curl more. More, EJ.
Hard, EJ. Hard.
Oh, just to the line and probably covers
this one another
maybe
foot.
2/3 of it.
Good brushing, guys.
They unfortunately left
Shoot,
the
I would've
side
loved to
that
give him that much on the other side.
right left the side that they need. If you left a little on the intern side, it would be impossible.
So why not come the other way, Kathy, with the other turn?
They could have. It's a great question. You could have played either turn, and it doesn't really matter which turn you play because it could have hung out. If he had an extra couple of inches of weight, it finishes and then he's covered.
Yeah, that was like 5 inches light, or it's perfect.
So the chance is here now for Reed Carruthers.
It is, but you've got to get by that guard extremely tight. You can only hit a quarter, let's say, of that yellow. So how much weight do you need to get rid of that red one?
Can you save your shooter for the 2, do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think the harder part's getting rid of the shot rock.
All right. We saw earlier today the houses did start to stiffen up later in the game. We're playing now in 6. Again, trying to hold this up because here comes this guard. Here it comes again. Think of it. Can you sneak it? He did. Oh, great brush. Great brush. Great brush. Look at this. Wonderful shot. Reed Carruthers. But a big thanks to Connor Negevin.
No kidding. Beautiful speed control, though.
Talk about getting your heart rate back down. That's Connor Negevin as he throws the lead stones for Reed Carruthers out of the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. Welcome back on this semifinal Saturday to Oakville and 16 Mile Sports Complex. We're tied at 3. The winner of these semifinals will play tomorrow for the $50,000 total prize money. And it is Brad Gushue out of the Remax Center, the St. John's Curling Club with Last Rock, playing the Redstones.
Yeah, the team Carruthers made that look pretty easy. That was a tough shot.
Back line. Clean. Back 12, back line. Whoa. Clean. Back line. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Back line. Yep. Hard. Hard. Back line. Hard. Hard EJ. Hard EJ. Hard EJ. Hard EJ. Hard, 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 hard.
I lost it a bit on you. Okay. Okay, good shot.
Shot, Jeff.
My fault.
One of these two teams will move on, of course. McEwen or Dunstone, and with BJ Neufeld brushed down for Matt Dunstone.
And this end really turned around. BJ made a wonderful shot on his first, and Dunstone was lying 2 buried.
Line's holding nice.
And when McEwen went around, BJ's second one was an attempted run back. It hit a little high, picked his own out, and that's why we're in a situation now. This is the force. Matt needs to draw to a bite of the lid.
Hard line. Oh, BJ. Very nice.
Difference for Dunstone, 71% in his first 2 games in hammer efficiency. That's scoring 2 or more with Last Rock. Hasn't done it today. No 2 or more. You look at that kind of thing, Kathy, as a story when you debrief.
You can, and in the game that I'm watching, there are so many rocks in play that the more rocks you have in play, the harder it is to score 2 because it's tapping stones and they're behind guards. So sometimes it's not indicative of poor play on a team's part as much as the style of play.
Halfway.
Everything back at the tee line.
Both Carruthers rocks go on a nose hit, so
top 8.
he's going to be a little bit cautious here.
Line's okay. We can freeze it. T line.
Where, guys?
T line.
Okay.
Same as the last,
Okay,
pretty much.
clean.
To it.
Okay, clean.
A little lighter.
Yep. Line.
On this angle.
Line. Stay hair high. Stay high.
Great sweep, Connor.
Okay.
Well, he's
Good
brilliant. Connor Negevin today is brushing.
That's okay. All good, man. Good shot.
He is not the largest man on the tour, but he is so fit and so strong and really effective at directing a stone.
Well, isn't it the lean? Isn't it that kind of thing? What you do on the brush?
Oh, it is for sure.
So
it is the speed and the weight
and the technique. Sure. So he's making the most.
If they choose to here, and they're not, I think they changed their mind now. They can get all 3.
Yeah, I think you're just going to hit and roll to the 12-foot.
Interesting. That would probably set up a blank, and they'd have hammer and 8.
Yep. Gotta go.
A little heavy.
How heavy?
EJ Harden. Walker's got him.
Yep. Stay on it hard, Jeff. Hard.
Now Nichols. Oh, and look at the yellows go, and you had the right idea.
Okay.
Shot.
Yeah, very interesting. That back yellow could help Gushue too.
Looks like a crack on the nose. Just try to kill these 2. This probably jams. It might spin.
Yeah, we might get lucky.
But you'll
It's
sit
like a
2.
dead nose.
Yeah.
Carruthers plays a good end here. It could be a force, whereas Gushue might have been able to blank by playing that with a lot more weight. Chances are one of these Reds will stay, though.
Close.
Jacobs.
Yes!
Yep.
Samagalski.
Whoa, no roll, no roll, no roll.
Oh, he drove
That's
it right by.
Jumped on him.
Nice throw.
It's not terrible.
Not the worst spot.
Fine, fine.
Real nice to make it.
We just gotta.
I'm getting sick
We
of
have to be.
missing by
We have to
nothing.
be cleaning them. Yeah. Even if you think.
I'm surprised a little bit that he said nose. I thought he'd have to come across the nose a little bit to direct it back. But
Yeah, well, I think they're trying to make the back double, knowing that one of them might jam somewhere,
Okay,
but at
all
least
right.
they'd sit two. So they still got that wish, but it rolled a little too close to that other yellow for comfort.
Mark Nichols.
It's good. Yep. Heavy hack. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Heavy hack. Whoa. Jeff. Whoa. Jeff.
Sit.
Oh, and just will gear away.
Sorry, Mark. Okay. Good shot, though. Yep.
Their Team Gushue's come out here this event with a plan. A lot of soft weight stuff, like really soft. I like it. You know, you've got hammer here. You can control it with the big guns brushing.
Centimeter or centimeter less.
That stops right there. That red one. Carruthers is in trouble.
Well, again, Kathy, what he said to us is they won a lot of games where the four of them weren't on the same page.
Gotta go.
As he called it, smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, he said, you know, people look at results, but he said if you're on the ice, you saw that there were some games that he said that we won that maybe we shouldn't have.
Good call, Reed. Good sweep.
So they make the double.
Nice shot.
The catcher keeps them in.
Job, buddy.
Shot stone, however, belongs to Carruthers.
Think we wanna be
Second
here,
shot
though.
to Gushue.
Yeah.
3/4, 2/3.
Big weight here, try to jump it across. Won't have to make the double. You want separation.
Seven.
Whoa. Easy peel. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa. I got it.
And not quite getting it over the corner, but they are sitting two.
That's exactly what Brad wanted, though.
That's right.
Reason?
Well,
you can do, Mark.
As good as you could do. If he threw it harder, I think it would have gone underneath and not made the double.
Behind that.
So he wanted to get as much red separation as possible, Vic, without going past that yellow one, and
I mean,
he did it.
Do you ever try to throw it hard? And
Yeah. What about
I don't know.
I might even be able to get on top of that, eh?
Well, I don't think you can never get on top, no. But I think if you hit a thick half, you can make it.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
But
Okay, let's play the
The real trick is to do what Nichols just said. Roll over but stay. Even if you roll 3 feet, then Brad, where's he go? How does Brad roll away and not give a double on the last one?
fine, I think.
So Carruthers trying to defend his win a year ago in Fredericton. Wins over Calvert and Cooey. And Gushue, interestingly enough, they were 3-3 after 7. They're tied 3-3, playing 7 here, and then the win over Dunstone for the $50,000.
This is very flat. A little bit of chance of Jacobs making this one than Reed. Try to roll to the center line would be real good. I don't think he can make the double.
Curl. Really got
Curl.
a curl, Con.
Never
Curl.
rock it.
Hard, Con.
Curl.
Hard.
And not quite.
Well, it was just about proven wrong there. What a beautiful shot.
Now, did you make note of that? 17 of 18 have gone to Gushue, their last 18. Carruthers has only beaten him once in the last 7 years.
My goodness.
And that once
It's nice that
was in the
goes
points
there,
bet
'cause I was straight there.
a year
I don't
ago
think for me.
50 grand. Well, he
I'm
played
thinking
in the
freeze,
semifinal, but he went on to win 50.
Freeze is definitely there for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Another teaching moment here. There is no double.
Same path as mine, really.
Even if you somehow made the double, it'd be an easy double.
Keeping it square is the most important, right? Like.
So they've decided they can't blank, so the next best thing is score 2. So try to freeze on here. If it's good, Reed probably has to blast it out of there, and then you've got a chance to score 2.
Don't mind us a little more, Mark. Yeah. So still like 15 seconds to T-line?
15 to T, yeah.
15-2 to T-line?
15 to T.
Oh, 15 to T. Back 8.
Gushue in his first.
I thought it was there.
I thought it was there too.
Little bit. Line's okay.
Wait's good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Wait's nice.
Line's good. Play the weight.
Whoa. Wait's all good.
Line's good, EJ. Play the weight. Line's perfect.
Line's real good.
I need to
Now,
curl
how's
it
the
now.
carry? Can you get it down there?
Kid.
Go, go, go,
A little bit more. Walker. Late licks two. Get it. Close.
That goes 5 inches farther.
Ah,
Reed
surprised
has
is,
to lose his own rock to get it out.
You're picking it.
And
you might even just jam.
Ah, shoot. Would have loved from the. At least on that line, if they freeze it, is pretty good. We're gonna have a double.
Yeah. Then there's probably a shot for 2. Okay. Quarter.
Straight pick.
Quarter. Probably like this.
Straight pick. He's still got the risk of picking out that Yellowstone in the 12-foot.
Mm-hmm. He gets this thin enough, he might make the red double.
Yes.
Or get the backside of his own and onto the red. But you're right.
Are you throwing smooth?
Yeah.
The other error is get a piece of the back yellow in the 8-foot there. So I think they're guessing cats just as thin as they can. Once they know they've got it, brush it.
Make it go away.
Reed Carruthers is last. Samagalski. Want to pick this red stone like that.
Very nice.
Oh, and they'll get away with it with a wonderful thin double.
He didn't like that.
Good shot, bud.
Couple beauties, bud. Couple beauties.
Nice curling
I
here.
don't know why he's standing so close to me, Huck.
We were out here last time.
Attaboy, Reed. Really nice throw.
Draw.
No, I'm going to take it just a hair less, Jeff.
Job well done there for Carruthers.
This has been played a few times this end, so it's not a fresh path by any means. I'll give you the same weight. Yep. Even a foot or 2 less is not going to hurt. Don't think it's heavy.
I liked it. I thought it was
It's a draw against 2. And everything's back at the tee line, so
back 4. Just a little tighter
full
line.
8.
No, line's fine. Line's fine.
Just a little tighter line. We're back 4. 14-7.
Clean it. Clean it.
Cut. And it'll settle back edge of the 4 for a single. Gushue back in front. Here we go. Can you run this back and stick it? Got it? Stick. And it does for 2. Chip it. Roll it. Maybe get your deuce. Chip it. Oh, there you go. Roll it over. Got it. Oh, he's got it for 2. Absolutely brilliant shot. And Carruthers will pick up the $50,000. Are we going to once again have a Carruthers Dunstone final for the $50,000. It's possible. They have to get by, though, Gushue and McEwen. And that men's final will come your way tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday. From here in Oakville and 16 Mile Sports Complex. Four to 3, Gushue leads it, and it's Carruthers with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 8.
Just did quite wanted that tight, but not that tight. It's in the paint now. They can legally hit it. Going to play try to play the hit and roll here, or the double.
Shooter, roll it. Shooter a bit. Roll it. That's fine.
And runs it by. Rolls over just a little bit. Opens up that shot rock. Back 4.
It's not the smartest call.
Top 4. On radio.
Outstanding game. Listen, the numbers on this are super, but I mean, it's the brushing that Connor Negevan has done tonight.
To be ahead of Walker on the stats is pretty. That's a notch in the belt too.
That's a special thing
top
too.
8,
Yeah.
top 4. Line's a little tight. Yep.
Not many do that.
Yep.
No.
Line only. Line only. Whoa. Top 4. Weight's good. Whoa, play the weight. Line's okay. Top 4. Right to my broom, guys. Right to my broom. Yep. Right to your broom. Yep. Whoa. Okay, good shot.
Wow, right to it.
Yeah, nice curling.
Goodness. Here, drop it here. All right.
Not much here, eh?
Nope, not much, bud.
Derek Semigolski.
Curl. Whoa.
Hard.
Great shot.
Jump.
Oh boy.
Beauty, Dirk.
Great.
Beauty, bud.
Just great.
Great throw, Derek.
Both teams are just a shade under 90%. The 8 curlers and the shots, the difficulty, it's just off the charts.
It's just so deflating, Kathy. You've got something set up and bang, bang, it's gone.
And that's happened end after end. There's been so many great shots in this game, but I feel like these teams expect that out of each other. They have complete respect.
Hard today.
Yeah, it's just light.
Okay, good way call. Slow it there.
Yeah, slow it there. There's the wording. I'm just going to say that. It's the frost is starting to get to the top of the pebble, and they've got to be very, very careful.
I don't know if I like this.
He gets a shot all day, I think.
Let's make this good. Okay.
Okay, give me a time, Con.
It's a nice short run for us.
A lot of options. You could go around your own center, but it's a short double,
I got heavy.
which Nichols will probably make.
It is.
You could try to split,
T-line.
but this makes the most sense.
We're there right now.
Get around the
Back
corner
four.
guard.
Back
That's why
four.
you threw it.
Whoa.
Back 4.
But,
Back 8.
Kathy, somebody said, I don't think I like this.
Never curl.
Jacobs.
Was it Jacobs?
Yeah.
And I know that Brad told us that he's really trying to hold off, but what was really interesting is he said, I don't think I like this, and a lot of times you will see Reed being open, but he was very firm,
Yeah, he
and
was.
that ended the discussion.
Jason Little.
So what wouldn't he have liked about it? I mean, where it ended up, or the fact that you're going to give now Gushue a chance to go around that center?
I think that's what it was. Is
Okay.
at some point Brad might go around that center, and Reed saying, "So what? It's our color, and it's a short run back," which you think Brad Gushue or Brad Jacobs would like. I don't see a problem with the call, Kathy.
No, I'm not sure what he was thinking.
Yeah.
He was thinking that you split
Yeah,
off
that's
that front one
yeah.
because then you open up the front for yourself and you get 2 in.
You don't want to get forced either.
No.
Hard. Whoa. Get over there. Ah, good shot.
Beauty.
We're good.
Well, going out wider may have been a little guesswork there.
Kind of a teaching point. A lot of teams will try to roll buried there, thinking you've got them in trouble. But then when the freeze is made, you can't throw any weight at the frozen rock because of the guard. So Gushue was smart enough to roll that out in the open. Now, if the freeze is close, they can blast it with a lot of speed because there's no guards in the way.
Weight's good.
You got rope close.
Line's good.
Weight's close.
Weight's good. Little heavy.
Rope.
No,
Line's good. Line's good.
Heavy.
Connor.
Back 12.
Whoa. Whoa. Sit
Well, if
close.
you're back
Back
12.
12.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah.
Line.
That Sweet
Line.
16
You're
win
tapping.
Hard line over.
was over
Hard
Johnson
line over.
Tao, the reigning
no,
Canadian
no.
junior champion.
That's
Okay.
the pebble starting to across, getting up to the top. That never should have curled that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my path, eh? Nice speed.
Yours came down a little in the rings.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
once it got across center.
Yeah.
It'll slide good and
But it's good speed, hey?
For Jacobs, that's the first draw. And he's missed. Perfect on his draws till then.
Good weight.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Okay, on its own. No.
It's heavy.
Lots of
Top
room.
4.
Close, Jeff.
Weight's good.
Line's okay.
Top 4.
Still there. Still there. T. Line's
heavy.
good. Just play the weight. Clean it if you
Top
can.
4.
Right to your broom. Just past.
T.
EJ up anyone. No.
Line's
Line's
good.
good. Line's
Weight's
good.
perfect.
Jeff's
Coming
in.
down.
Jeff's in.
Weight's perfect.
Right on my broom, Jeff.
It's there. Weight's perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so now we'll see. Although it does peak now on that outturned side.
Yeah, see that finish, eh? Tremendous. The last foot is just about curling 90 degrees.
So this is what Carruthers said, right? Don't worry about it. If they go behind, we'll use the run back, and we'll find out right now.
Look at this at the end.
Great shot.
Good.
Really good pair, Mark.
A third of a stone showing. Jacobs with the slight advantage, trying to run it back. Samagalski, here we go. Bang, bang. And he won't be able to hold that race stone.
Can't
So
buy one.
Gushue will get another chance.
Can't buy one. If that ever hits it thick or rolls on top of the red, they've got a nice chance at a 2 or 3.
Speed good.
I thought
wouldn't
heavy out of my
go more
hand.
than
They
that.
liked it,
Yeah.
so
I'd say a couple feet left.
This is,
I agree. It's the speed.
for Kathy, a little bit of a decision to make.
So it's still pretty
Again,
deep.
if you go
it's coming
higher,
down like a little
the
bit
run
as it's
back
coming in,
becomes
but it's
easier, it would seem.
Okay,
If you go deeper, then he may not elect not to run it back and come on top of you. So is there a perfect spot going behind?
Well, I'm actually thinking that if you're not fully buried, it might actually be better because then you tease them, right? You show them how.
A little leg, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, top 4 is probably the spot. Full 4. Can't be behind the tee line.
top button.
Good. Room.
Line's okay.
Just fighting button. Room. Always EJ. Go ahead, EJ. Go ahead.
14-9.
Line's good.
Still has the curl.
Line's
Still has
good.
the
It's
curl.
good. Go ahead. Full 4.
Whoa.
Look at that.
But you know what? At the PointsBet, it was really near the P of points. And for it to finish completely buried, that's the frost. It's just pulling things sideways.
Well, Brad's played on a lot of the stuff. You know, I think of the Las Vegas Worlds. There's that much frost.
Look at where it is. It goes over the P of PointsBet. Look at the distance between that and the guard. And this rock will become completely locked in behind it, almost coming out the other side.
Yeah. So not enough to tease him into something. He's going to play a run back again.
Well, if he goes around the out turn and hits it, he's wide open, then he's not going to score 2. So the best way to score the crooked number here is to stick this run back.
Curl.
Samagalski.
Curl. Straight.
Oh, negative. Got him. What do we got? You're going to stick this back? No, we're going to run it through. And the catcher at the back. And so Gushue is sitting 2 with no guards.
A little wide on that one. And Jacobs changed the call halfway down. He was trying to brush it to keep it straight to get the back red one. He got the back red one, but jammed it, unfortunately. They've had some bad breaks in this game.
If I'm short, it's okay. Let him play the intern drop.
Yeah, I think this will be good.
Gushue by 10 points on Carruthers. And leading on the scoreboard 4-3. Player numbers brought to you by New Holland. Proud sponsor of Curling Canada. So where are they going, Russ?
I think they're just guarding the shot rock and leaving him the draw because the draw is no longer easy. I'd be tempted to go like full 8 foot and closer to the center line and try to take away a bit of that.
Stay a little bit of room.
So I think they're somewhere between where that rock is and center line.
Line's good. Let's come down. Line's good. Play the weight, guys.
Line's real good.
Oh, you. Line's good.
Go, Jeff. Always you, Jeff.
It's top 12, guys. Full 12.
Yep.
Good, good.
Really nice.
Again, right to the brush.
Wow. Brad's as sharp as ever. This is no gimme. If I was throwing this, Kath, I think I'd try to throw top 8 and brush the thing all the way down because
just keep your broom down.
Yeah, because if it's a hair heavy, they have to get off it. Who knows what's going to happen?
I'm seeing this as 15, Con.
Wow.
I'm good with that, Reed.
Okay.
Yeah. Good throw here, Ram. You got it, bud.
Okay, 15 is very fast.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as they brush it, it'll probably keep gliding. It'll never be heavy at 15, I don't believe.
Needs full 4. Drawing against 3.
Got light. This is light.
This is light. He felt
tight.
a little light out of his hand.
Sweep for T.
Keep it moving.
Sweeping for T.
Samagalski.
Line's good. Line's
Now,
good. Put it on the
Negavan
T.
waiting for him. Needs to
Line's
get to full 4.
14-5.
Heavy. No.
Stay with it. Keep a broom down if you can. Should be good. Shot Ram.
Oh,
Very nice. Great sweep,
a
guys.
game saver. Puts it on the lid. Now even at 4. Meanwhile, it's a 4-3 game. Dunstone leading McEwen, and 1-2. That's Dunstone. Final stone coming up for Mike McEwen as they play in 8.
Well, the redstone that you saw in the house was Mike's first. He was facing 3 Dunstone counters and buried, and then Matt followed him and ducked behind. So Matt's trying to play, or rather Mike's trying to play a soft weight to tap it back, maybe bring 2 into play.
Keep going.
Fulton Flash.
Keep going.
Dan Marsh on the brush.
Keep going. Keep going. You gotta roll
Oh
it.
dear, and the over curl rolling up, and now you have to look. One for sure. Looks like they'll measure. We'll update that when we come back. Two center guards from Reed Carruthers, 2 Redstones, top edge of the 12, top edge of the 8. They belong to Brad Gushue in a 4-4 tie, and Gushue does have the hammer as we pick up play here in 9.
Weight's good. Yep.
Clean.
Whoa. Weight's
Clean.
Good. Little down.
Yep.
Little down. Hard.
Derek Samagalski.
Gotta go.
Clean.
Whoa.
Yep. Mini roll. Good.
Shot, boy.
And enough to push it
Nice.
through.
Good sweep, Connor.
Clean her up for me.
So when we left, it was a measure. They already had one in their pocket, Dunstone. And they'll add one more to go up 5-3. Dunstone looking to return to the final of the PointsBet.
The difference in that game is McEwen's missed 2 draws to the 4 foot, but only by a
make sure it goes.
fraction of an inch both times.
Okay.
Now the wheels start turning here because Brad Gushue wants the blank.
Gotta go around.
He's just double peeling.
Throw that.
No, I don't like hitting that.
I think you got to draw, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Back 4.
Okay, Derek.
Could throw
More
another
like
guard.
14, 13, 8 even.
Get a little sticky out here.
Yeah, this will be sticky. Hasn't been played, right?
Okay.
So
There's the answer to why they didn't go that way in Gushue. Now they have to go this way. So add about 4
Okay, I
feet,
like
keep
it.
the
You gotta-
brooms
you
down.
gotta stay
Easy.
close to this.
I whipped
Line's
that.
close.
I whipped
Weight's
it.
good. Stay
Line's
close.
good.
Brad. It's not
Line.
bad. Line. Max weight.
Clean.
On the lead stones,
Nice.
They had a chance
Clean, stay
to
right,
go
guys.
with this
Going
intern Gushue, but they elected to play the tap.
Clean, curl it,
And
baby,
that's
then
why
curl
now we
distance.
find
Let's go
out
here. Yep. Curl
ice is
distance.
just a little bit different on the intern side.
Great shot.
And back to back of the button.
So you heard him say I whipped it, and they actually had to brush it to get it to there.
Whip the piss out of it. Quarters, 2/3.
3/4, 2/3 hard.
Yellow, yellow. Try to roll away, or yellow, yellow onto the red.
Yep, real hard, Jeff.
EJ Hart.
Really hard.
Jeff Walker got him.
Whoa.
And they'll get the one at the back. But they'll leave their shooter center line out in front.
Not bad.
Another bit of luck there for Team Gushue.
Yeah.
Just a little tight on that angle raise.
Brad Jacobs.
Okay, Derek, you got to stay down on this. You got to stay down. Weight's close.
Easy early.
Like to go for weights. You got
Okay.
road. Line will be
Straight
okay.
clap.
Weight's
Straight.
Straight.
Okay, it's gonna have to curl. Both go.
Line, keep going.
Both go the whole way.
Hard, Connor.
Got to curl it and disc.
Hard,
Curl
Connor.
distance. Come on, boys.
Keep going. You got it. Hard.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Four.
Nice sweep.
Boy, lovely to get it
Drop.
around
Good sweep.
again. Same spot. Just back of the pinhole.
Nice curling.
Sweep, bud.
Now they got to be careful.
My
The
release is just built
third
for
rock down that spot will be pretty
Hard,
fast.
Connor.
Got to curl it and disc.
Hard,
Curl
Connor.
distance. Come on, boys.
I just listen.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm just so impressed by Negevin and the brushing.
Drop.
True.
One more time. Nichols.
Yep. Hard.
Walker trying to hold up that curl.
Shooter.
Got it.
Okay, good shot.
And Ray Stone will go, and the shooter rolls over to cover the 8.
Okay.
Good shot.
Bit of a predicament now. You almost have to hit it.
Intern to this. Normal.
Whatever you like, Reed.
Okay. This will curl nice, not crazy. Normal.
Okay.
You're looking to roll underneath with your zone?
Yeah, because you can't give Nichols or Gushue a double, because then it's a blank end and you're in trouble. So you want to
Clean.
roll, but obviously rolling, you can roll out.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard, Derek.
Yep. Yep.
Jacobs.
Yep. Yellow.
Sanadolski.
Hard.
Oh, there's that
Good
roll.
Nice shot.
You leave it at
Sweet.
He left enough to hit it, but there's no double. Good throw again. Nice shots here.
Run double. We can try this. We can do that.
I was a little soft. That's why I called.
What are you seeing?
Mind that run double. You catch you.
Mind the run.
Okay. A little high.
Red onto yellow and get them both.
Yeah, straight back.
Wow.
Try to run the red onto the yellow and make them both go away.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Jeff.
Nichols.
Oh,
Walker.
Jeff.
Here we go. Bam. 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 Oh, he stuffed it.
Chapman. Great
shot.
play, though. Just
That's still a ridiculous shot.
It is.
It's so well done.
sweep that anymore. The red gets less of that yellow and gets them both.
Just think about it. You've got two wide open stones in the house, and you run the guard back.
Yeah, right.
To try to make the double.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. How true.
If we go full 8, he's
I'm thinking full 8 here.
You think he'll loop, right?
And I think
He's
I'm
gonna
fine.
loop.
I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Wow.
All right,
full
play
8
it
ball?
out then. If Carruthers gets it full 8 in behind the guard,
Love that.
they'll concede going right around to Gushue, and he's happy with it.
Okay,
Why?
speed here.
Well, yeah, I'm
Not bad in the gut.
because if Gushue goes to back that one and then Carruthers freezes to it, then it's a force and it's a small area to draw for your single.
Okay.
But Reed's putting a lot of pressure on himself because he has to make a come-around freeze or he gives up 2, assuming Gushue makes his. I'd be going a hair deeper here, maybe top 4, partly buried, and then don't give Brad that chance. You've got him forced right now.
You like it, the idea he's got, Kathy?
Well, it was interesting as you guys were discussing it. I was watching Reed, and he clearly felt something under his stone. He almost stopped and spun it. And so you lose the ability to have your touch. You're just trying to get it out of your hand.
He's pointed back. He said he picked something.
Here's what I'm talking about, where you can clearly feel something underneath it. So you add a lot of rotation.
Yeah, picked up there somewhere.
Nice of Reed, eh?
Well, sure, just to point out, doesn't want somebody else caught.
Okay.
You've got the whole thing plus a little air. So.
Okay. Well, we'd be playing it this way.
No, I know, but if we go around, we almost have to freeze the back one. Otherwise.
Okay. Yeah. You could run it. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doubles the call.
This will move, I think, Mark. Okay. Don't you think?
Bad break for Reed there. If it doesn't pick, I'm sure he gets an inch of that.
I'm just thinking it'll go like my runner in the first end.
Yeah. Out turn? Yeah.
He has 2 inches of air.
Yeah.
Expecting this to curl a little bit.
I'm thinking the same thing.
I think that's probably on the min side.
Okay.
Trying to hit 2/3. 3/4 might catch it.
I like it.
Just here, Mark.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Close.
Curl.
And we'll run it by, and that shooter will spin as well.
Wanted it worse
it
to
didn't
hit
move.
and stay.
Yeah.
First half shot I can remember for 97% Gushue.
What are you thinking for speed? Okay. Do we want to take one or give him one? You don't have a choice, I guess, if he puts full light, eh? Yeah.
Okay. Chop a bit. You go a little less.
Okay, good toss your bud.
That's probably close.
I like that.
Okay.
It's interesting, Kathy. The do you take one or give him one? And the argument's even more important now because if Gushue gives him one,
yes,
he's got the chance for 2. If he doesn't get the 2, he's got a 50% chance in the draw of the button, whereas you wouldn't have a 50% chance if Reed had hammered an extra.
No. These are discussions that you have in this event that you would not normally have.
So if you're just happen to be joining us, no extra in. If we're tied after 10, we'll have a draw to the button to determine the winner.
Line's good. Go, Con. Line's good. Hard. Keep going. Okay. Whoa.
And around he goes.
Boy.
So that's it. He's going to be forced here.
Great spot, buddy.
Gushue.
Excellent, Judge. Good job.
Great shot. Sweet, bud. You're doing a lot.
So all the teams, the 16 women, 16 men, were given seed money of $5,000, pays for their expenses. And then they win in the Sweep 16 and the 8. And now here in the Final Four, a win would be worth $12,000. And then
If he throws the same weight as
the
2
final
inches,
is
he's
worth
back here.
$24,000 to the winner. You only get paid if you win, for a total $50,000. And Mr. Carruthers knows all about it, having won it a year ago in Fredericton.
Well, and it was huge for Reed to be ducked behind cover. If he was open, Brad Gushue probably would have played the hit and roll out and say, have your single, but there is nothing available to him. He's forced.
Line's holding nice.
Curling now. It's curling early.
Curling.
Still good. We're top 4.
Keep a brush down.
Stay down, boys. Hard.
15-1.
Hard.
Shot, Brad.
Well managed to get it to the top edge of the 4. So Gushue forced. Carruthers will look for a 2 and a return to the final. So to the 10th we go. 5-4. Gushue, welcome back to Oakville 16 Mile Sports Complex. Gushue goes in, corner goes up from Carruthers, who has last rock playing the Yellowstones, and then Gushue puts on the capper. So this is the second stone for the Carruthers lead. Connor Negevin.
He's going to really curl the beat right underneath.
Right there. Yep. Good. Okay.
Last foot of all these draws is curling maybe 4 inches more than it did before.
Similar to what I gave you to the center, you think?
Very similar.
Okay.
Now as we see EJ Harnden here. It's a story, it's something that's been discussed.
Okay, I got top 4.
Kathy and we were asking about it. It's the residency thing. Because they are Team Canada, they don't have to worry about the 3 players from one province. That's how they got EJ to play last year. They were the defending champions. However, they are going to play a couple of extra events this year, this Gushue team, something they would not do normally because they are the Team Canada, and that was not part of their prep. They are going to try and earn enough points to get the free pass.
If they don't win,
if they don't win it, yeah.
And I mean, you can play every weekend, and all of your points don't count. There are a fixed number of events before Christmas that do count, and they were playing the minimum amount. But the problem with that is that if you don't qualify in one of them, you've lost an opportunity for points. So they've added 2 more tour stops to their schedule so that should they not qualify in one, hopefully they would in another.
Length or so.
Good speed then, Jeff?
Well,
a little slower, I think.
It's got to be a little slower. Yep. But it shouldn't be crazy.
Looks good.
Halfway high.
Just past half.
Interesting they're using this really wide turn. They could have guarded this with the out turn.
Who?
Do you think it may be because of the ice and they can get a little bit of swoop? Do you think?
Well, yeah, but my other angle is that
the reason I ask it, maybe it's going into the frost, it straightens it out.
Right, yeah. Maybe, but I think the other side just hasn't been used enough.
Okay.
And that might be what Gushue's plan is.
Dunstone up 5-3 against Mike McEwen, his last as they play 9.
Well, facing 2 on his first, Mike tried to corner freeze, realizing that he wasn't going to get out of this end without a force, and he had great weight, but it was beside the Dunstone rock, and that allowed Matt to remove it. That's why Matt lies 3, looking for full 8 foot.
Come on, push.
Hard.
Negevin again, and then passes it off to Jacobs. Oh gosh, how nice is that?
Incredible.
Great brushing. There was no room by the guard.
Oh my goodness, I don't know how they got that by net right in the mud where Connor isn't quite as effective.
And McEwen gets his single, so it's 5-4. Dunstone leading, hammered as well, coming home.
Oh.
No quit in those brushers.
Mine's good. Like to go. Go then.
It's tougher to be precise here.
Hard. It's curling early. Gotta go.
Gotta go,
hard.
EJ.
If it's curling early, it's going to die
Really gotta
earlier.
Go. You're holding it.
Hard. Weight's good now.
Hard, EJ.
Weight's good.
Hard.
Weight's good.
Now Harnden. He's going to try and save it. He's going to try and save it. He did. Now, can he get back and up to it? No. So it remains Carruthers shot rock. 1 to tie, 2 to advance to the final. It's been a wonderful game. Really well played. Gushue with the advantage, and interesting, just the 1 deuce for both teams. Gushue the 3rd, the deuce in 6, 5-4 as Gushue gets forced in 9. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Mark had the perfect weight out of his hand, but he's just in a little tight. This one's tight also.
Gotta go away.
It just gets into the mud too soon.
Hard con.
Whoa. Stay with this.
No good.
Yep.
Hard con.
Yep.
Hard
Stay here high. Gotta be high. Good sweep.
You need more ice there to keep it in the good stuff longer.
Have a chance.
Good sweep, Con.
Try this.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's either that or just draw again.
Yeah.
If you miss the draw, though, he takes that away and you don't have a
I'd like to see you make this, I think.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of great places to draw.
No,
I think if you
like
make a
that
good
run.
one, you're probably second shot.
At this point in time, the way it's setting up, Russ, is it all about Gushue now holding him to the single?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. And good play here, too. The ice getting a little bit tricky. This hit's a lot easier.
Yep. Yes.
Hold it.
Hard.
Here we go, coming through. Oh, and he's got it. The short angle raise through the hole. And suddenly, from Carruthers sitting 1, Gushue sitting 3.
Nicely done.
Sorry, Brad.
Well, and great timing for that shot, because if a draw is not made, I don't think the shot was going to be left for them to use.
Right.
That was just a hair.
Look at this, how close this is, too.
Well, if we're going to do that, we probably should have just played like a board.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think they're taking enough ice for Jacobs here, and it's just curling into the slow stuff early. He's got to be positive here. You could go edge of 8 and still bury it.
Easy early.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Easy
early.
Maybe a little light.
Eyes up.
Weight's good.
Line's good, Rob.
Max. Okay,
Whoa,
looks
little
like
heavy.
we got to freeze here.
Not quite the work they
We're back 8.
did on that first one from
Yep.
Jacobs.
For that freeze.
Yep.
Back 8. Back 12.
Yep.
Back 12.
Gotta go line. Okay.
And a little over
Okay.
curl, but it'll stop for Shot Rock.
It's good, Brad.
If you take more ice there, you can get it top. The perfect spot for that would have been top 4. Just outside.
14-8 I got.
Just full 8 would have been good.
Sorry.
14-1.
Brad
Mark
keeps
got
looking at that
14-1
hand again. He talked earlier about how he was sweating in his glove, and then he was a little sticky releasing it.
What am I? Mark said he got 14-1.
Yeah.
You got 14-1?
Mark got 14-1.
So it's come down about half a second.
I was closer to you.
Yeah.
It's just
Little less.
a little trickier to manage it with the brooms.
Okay, so 14.5 probably.
I think
gets us
that's
to top
the
4.
number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Top 4?
Yep.
So where, ideally, you want to go here?
Top 4. That's what Carruthers was trying to do.
I like that.
Some rotation. Should slide good.
So lighten it out of his hand. That little bit of added rotation
You got room.
Don't need it. Line
will
on me.
give it a...
Line on me. T-line.
Line's okay.
It'll glide that little better with the
Line
rotation.
T, you're still there.
Now top 4. Nothing yet, Walker. Nothing yet, Harnden.
Curl.
Now right to that brush. Top 4. Curl it. And there it is. Top 4 in front of the T-line.
Got.
Good shot.
Good. Good judge.
It's over, Barry.
Yeah, sweet, Jeff.
It's a good spot. Yeah.
It's like we're playing on only half a sheet.
Yeah.
Watch this curl, too. Really smart to add the rotation.
Look where that brush is. The brush head, and look where the stone goes.
You have to go by at least a foot to give yourself a
Well, I'm just
chance.
saying, if you throw back 8 the way it curls.
Could you not just come down to it, Kath, or just move the red a hair? I think
For
that's
sure.
easier.
Challenges
For
that
sure.
run's pretty framed.
Yeah. Well, you still got to make a shot, and then I still have a draw for 1.
Yep.
I don't mind that shot.
Guys like little Ming tap?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
That's the easiest shot. You could,
So what am I trying to do here?
you could probably sit 2 here.
3/4.
3/4 with like I'm playing like here with.
You bet. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Speed's fine here.
I find this interesting, Kathy, and it's that Jacobs trying to adjust. When he says, what am I trying to do here? If he doesn't see it as a skip, now he has to You have to tell him what. He maybe not. I know he buys in, but if he doesn't see it, he has to have Carruthers explain it to him.
And I think that in all respect to Brad Jacobs, he understands exactly, but he wants to hear Reed say exactly. A couple of times we've heard him say, so where do you want me to hit this, so that they're calling the same shot at the same time.
You get about half of this, Kathy. You can sit 2. There probably will be a double, but it still has to be made.
Don't have heavy. I've got a little light.
Carruthers at his first. 1 to tie. 2 to win.
Line, rope.
T-line.
To try and defend his PointsBet.
Curl. No, clean. Yep.
Where's the weight?
Rope.
Back 4.
Yep. Rope.
Back 4.
Yep.
Samagal. Negative. Again. Together again. Tap it back. Oh, I'm not sure.
Good throw, Reed.
I'm not sure.
Wow, that's massive.
Timeout. Yeah, call timeout.
Timeout called.
They're just smudging in that little wee bit.
They called back 4, and it wasn't quite. That's where it came
right.
down. That little bit extra weight, he shot for sure.
Hog line in's worth dying. Oh, what a shame. That is so close to perfect. Brad put his in a good spot. Just no glide there when they hit.
I think we got to go out here to get it on the line.
Or you can play the intern.
What's that?
I guess you don't want to leave.
The intern doesn't give me any forgiveness on distance.
Yeah, that's red for sure.
If we ever leave him the hole,
if
we ever leave him the hole,
You throw the same line, you shouldn't jump on you.
Well, it would overcurl though,
Caleb
so I got to
Flaxey.
get out wider than the last one.
Isn't it throwing so much real late?
It was, interestingly enough, the alternate with Brad Jacobs when they won the gold medal in Sochi.
Oh, I know. Ideally, I think we get it in here.
Okay.
In his second year now as coach.
Right here. Right?
Yeah. It catches that one.
Even
for
getting
one.
just under here a
He
little
gets
bit.
it up high though, Jeff. I guess if it's ours and a dead nose, is it?
Right.
Yeah. Right. It only for one.
I'd rather
What?
I'd rather leave them that than over curl, obviously.
It's either that or it's real high.
Yeah. Well, I just tuck it just under the yellow.
Like
that's hard. That's hard to get there, and then he's got a hole.
Okay.
Let's stick with it, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, just past the yellow. It's just a matter where we got to put the broom.
Surprised. They're pretty worried about playing this out turn.
I like that.
Okay.
I think for a guard, they just take a couple inches more. It's not like Mark's going out by the boards.
That is, yeah. If anything, it's going to be a little slower.
Yeah. EJ stays down the whole way so it doesn't jump AJ.
Yep. I'm going to aim for just past halfway normally. You think? Or maybe a broom length short, and then you guys can sweep the...
It seems to be getting a little quicker every stone. So.
Yeah, we're just a little wider, though, Jeff.
Interesting. So it's just the fact that they're going out a little bit, Russ. That's the
worry.
Worry?
Yeah, if they get in the fresh stuff this late in the day.
I mean, everything's been played down this side, Kathy. You would think it'd be quick.
On it for line.
It's just because he's going that little further out to start.
Line's good. Right there, Mark. Line's good.
So now trying to hold it. They just
Right
want
there,
to
now.
be a little past that top
Line's fine.
yellow guard.
Tuck it a bit. Yep,
Rough
curl,
shot of your
curl,
broom.
curl.
Keep going.
Curl.
Keep going. Keep
Curl.
going.
Curl.
Oh,
Curl.
that's real good.
Oh, that's perfect.
So good, they say. So good.
Boy, he's sharp. Really sharp.
That little tuck
Really good shot.
at the end.
Little extra rotation. Took a hair. You didn't have to go out in the weeds. Took away the raise. Boy, if Carruthers was an inch farther, eh?
I was thinking like 14 and a half, Reed.
Okay, I was thinking 3, so.
Okay. Full 4 for the single to force a draw to the butt.
Give it to you, right?
Yeah. Like 14 and a half, 14, 3 is perfect. I like that.
My thought is, Jeff, like sat the whole end. We've thrown a few hits.
Yeah, but this here, man.
I love that, Reed.
Good toss, here, bud.
The defending champion needs full 4 foot
We got lots of time,
to
bud.
tie. And yeah,
Good
just
throw here,
relax. You still have 1:20 on the clock. Just reminding himself 14-5.
A lot of pressure on the Brushers here because the last one just stopped a hair soon on them. So you got to be careful not to be too eager here either.
Close but light.
Yeah, easy.
Put it on the tee. Line's good.
On the tee, full
Put it on the
forward
tee. Line's good.
to force the draw to the button.
Just for
Reach
weight.
close. Little heavy.
Line's good.
Negative.
A little
Right.
heavy.
Samagalski
close.
left.
I got hot.
Line's good.
Close.
Line's good.
Close.
Curling
Like
a
it.
bit. 14-1.
Like it. Manage it. You need full
Whoa,
four.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Stay close, Con.
You need full four.
Go!
How good is that?
Wow. We're measuring names.
Carruthers for the single. And we're going to have the draw to the button. So the defending champion, as they just had a look to make sure.
Great draw.
So the other game is also in the 10th. And there, it's Dunstone leading 5-4. And look at this with McEwen on the lid and covered. And so right at the moment, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even sitting 5, Kathy.
He has been in a lot of trouble. They did not do well in removing guards. They'd either stick them or stuff them into the house.
I think that's my preferred shot.
And Matt was trying to run one on his final or his first stone, and he missed everything when he went back.
Then I'm into this, Matt.
Yeah.
So it's like back 8.
Just a back 8.
The question is, do you play to tap it back to back 8, or do you just play the
I
draw
think you're in the ballpark there. With
Give him one.
and give him
This is like
one
your
and
draw
say,
the
we'll
button.
draw one more time? But
This is draw the button ice.
I like drawing the
it's
button
a
ice.
lot of money to do that.
That top nibbler was Mike's last come-around attempt. If he had been able to get that into the 4-foot.
He was trying to get right on top of it.
Back 4, back 8.
Obviously, things are slowing down just a hair.
14.
Can't see much of this,
I need
Kathy,
a
to
little
tap
more
No,
it.
you
bead.
cannot.
As we now know, this when you hit the red rock's going to be really stubborn to move very far.
30.
So trying to play the quiet tap to move that stone enough to possibly win it outright. Right now we're going to a draw to the button in this one too. Unless he would really come up light and give the win to McEwen. Lost in the final a year ago in Fredericton. The Brier runner-up. Matt Dunstone under the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg.
Clean.
Colton Lott on the
Line.
left.
Well,
Ryan Harden on the right.
Yep. T. Hard.
BJ
Back
Neufeld
four.
calling line.
Whoa!
Back 4.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Pete! All the way to it, Pete.
Hard, Pete.
All the way to it. Have they got enough to bump this back? Have they got enough to bump it back? Oh, and they'll spin off.
Hey, I'll take that.
You betcha they'll take that. And they will go to a draw to the button too.
Brilliant try. Dangerous try.
So here we go. Both games going to a draw to the button for the win. So you choose one. You can throw either turn. And the team with the hammer with throw last. So with Carruthers scoring, it'll be them that throws first. The hammer, the last rock, the last throw belongs to Gushue.
This is better. You pick whatever side.
Yeah.
This is fair.
Yeah.
I think we got another minute. Good to go? Okay, cups. I think we're like this range.
Okay, ramp.
Go left.
So ready to go here in a 5-5 tie. Now, would you pick the same path?
I would have. I'm shocked. I know this is a little more consistent, a little better path, but he just pinned it. He absolutely put it on the pin, and the last 4 draws were all out-turn draws. Gushue, Carruthers, actually before that, Jacobs. The out-turn side, it's got to be a little more manageable by now, but Reed just made it with one turn. There's no reason he can't do it with this one either. This is sat for a little while, though.
Yeah, that's I guess what I would say.
Yeah.
You know, Kathy, this is the other one has been beaten down a little bit. You think it might be a little bit more manageable?
I thought light.
I agree.
Hey, let me know.
Line looks good.
Sure.
So much pressure on the brushers in this situation.
Line's good.
Samagolski.
Always Derek. Line's good.
Let me know.
Samagolski. Let me know. I'll just keep my head down. You talk to me. Let me know. Negevin joins in now.
Line's good. Always Derek. Come on, Derek. Dig. Harder. Harder. Hard. Keep going. Okay, great sweep.
And just to the top 4.
Good sweep, Derek.
And that is going to be one of the challenges. It's hard to put it on the button because it curls so fast sideways.
Good job, guys. That's not easy right now.
Good job.
It's okay. Good sweep there. Well stuck, bud.
That's 3/4 basically into the 4.
What? Yeah, I know. I saw it.
Well thrown, Reed.
.1 centimeters from the pin.
I thought, Reed, too, that every bit as hard as the out turn, so this side, if anything, slower. And, Brad gets that beauty of seeing that one already.
It's interesting. He's going with that same turn, huh?
Yeah, because he can go by Reed's, obviously.
To put himself into the final of this year's PointsBet Invitational.
It's a little heavy to me. Pretty good.
You're wider than Reed.
Line's perfect.
You're wider than Reed.
Line's perfect.
Wider than Reed.
Line's perfect.
Looks like you got to go.
Yeah, they are. They haven't let off this. Walker and Harden. They haven't let off it.
Come on,
and here he comes again. Nichols. Here they come again. Oh, and he is going to come up light.
Good game. Good luck. Good game. Good luck.
Reed Carruthers will have a chance to defend his PointsBet championship.
Way to go. Great job.
Out of the grade.
Great job.
So one more to decide.
I think it turned out there, Kathy, that intern had sat long enough that it kind of fooled him a bit. Because they'd made it on the out-turn side.
Well, they thought they were heavy when he first
Yeah, I know, and he was heavier than Reed. He was, but he was wider.
So the last rock belongs to Dunstone. It'll be McEwen to go first.
Line's good. A little heavy. Should be all the good stuff.
I got
Easy flash.
easy flash.
Just clean. Just clean.
Easy flash.
Whoa.
It's holding for me.
Holding.
That's got to slow down.
Close.
Close.
No, we're still there.
Whoa.
Still all there.
Flash backs off. And heavy he is. And wow, to the back 8. 77% on his draws. McEwen before he threw it.
Yeah. Well, 14 more, way more positive than 14-4.
You want your 8?
Just to tickle more slides.
Yeah, the one I just threw.
He has made some very precise draws today.
Played well. You wonder if watching the other sheet before he threw, watching 2 rocks come up light.
14 and a bit? Yeah, 14-2.
106.3 centimeters away. It's back 8, so.
I think it's 30.
He looked a hair heavy early, but it slid much better than our sheet. So I think Dunstone can throw like a 15-second here, and the guys can drag it right in there.
30-35, eh?
Yep.
Get it running nice for you?
Yeah.
Played so well in that 10th. To leave it on the button, earn that steal to get to this point. Neufeld has the brush down. Middle of the 12 for Matt Dunstone as he tries to get himself back to another final. And a rematch with Reed Carruthers. 78% on his draws coming into this. And right away,
Line's nice.
Colton Lott left. Ryan Harnden right.
Line's nice.
We know the other
Line's
stone
good.
is at the back of the 8.
14-1-3. There.
As they back off now.
Attaboy, Matty.
Attaboys already. As it will grind to a halt, and they're on to the final. Again, Matt Dunstone. And so we'll have a rematch of last year's final. Dunstone against Carruthers. What a night. Late afternoon of curling here at the PointsBet Invitational. Carruthers and Dunstone again for the big money. As Carruthers takes out the number 1, and McEwen can't play Giant Killer again.
The 2023 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Scotty's Facial Tissue, Canada's #1 tissue brand. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Two finals remain. We'll be back with you at noon Eastern Time. 1 and 2. Carrie Anderson, 4-time champion, Scotty's champion, and 3-time Scotty's champion, Rachel Holman, for the $50,000. And then at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Dunstone and Carruthers. A rematch of a year ago, Carruthers winning the big money in Fredericton. It's been a wonder afternoon of curling. Looking forward to tomorrow's final. To Mike McEwen and team and Brad Gushue, thank you, fellows. We'll look forward to seeing you down the road. Safe travels. Till we talk with you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us here in Oakville in the PointsBet Invitational on Canada Sports Leader TSN. It's off to Hamilton now. The Stampeders and the Tiger Cats.